then try, because that's very fitting with your character.
We decided...
Everything hurts.
Yeah. We tried to gather some information around Vegas, especially the Strip, at least for Peter. And he got some information about some activity in the desert where people went missing and maybe got turned into... Either got turned into desert people, as Peter remembers it, or desert people did something to them. Mostly youngsters who shouldn't be going out there, as the old lady said.
To ruffle your memory, you went into a casino and sat next to several old ladies and got stories from them.
Oh, yeah. Some other people got some other information too, which Peter kinda glossed over. And then we decided to definitely go and check out what's happening in the desert, especially some cacti felines, possibly.
Right.
And some Native American people who might give us, tutor us into the wild round.
Yeah, definitely a shaman
Vegas.
guy.
Yes, the shaman guy who seemed, say, modern. He
modern shaman, yes.
A modern shaman, yes. Had some mescaline for us, and we, of course, partook eagerly. And Hex instantly disappeared somewhere, which turned out to be... Yeah, literally. Which turned out to be the alternate dream world where he visits occasionally after meeting some satyrs. Peter got completely out of his mind, instantly failing any kind of reality check, and just started basically chewing the scenery, almost literally. Got to saw an actual cactus kitty, which he tried to befriend, couldn't, because his appendages wouldn't work. Started rolling around in the desert. As soon as Victor saw that, Victor tried to kind of take care of Peter somehow, but Peter was all right. The problem was, where the heck is Pex? So somehow Victor managed to pop into the same existence space as Pex happened to be, and they spent some time on each other's arms, or one was on somebody else's arms. I remember that much.
I think what you're remembering is that at some point Victor was looking for him, and then when he sat down, he suddenly discovered him when he found himself sitting on his lap, at which point Pex also snapped out of his daze and got pulled back into
a couple year long journey.
Yeah.
Yes. You spent what felt to you a long time in the dream state again.
Yeah. Of course, how Victor remembers it is that Victor managed to use Bigfoot's glyph, his own blood, and some of the melon cactus juice to summon Pex back. Clearly.
And now we're all happily... Wait, where's Marcus?
Marcus, meanwhile, was at the bottom of the hill going...
He had something other he needed to attend to.
Marcus
He was in the
dealing
city.
with some other things. Initially, he was in the city, and I don't know if you care to tell it from your own perspective, but using his contacts, he had gotten a job for himself through some of the not quite shady, but slightly shady contacts. Very explicitly not directly doing crime himself. However, at some point, several men in suits knocked on the door, showed a badge and asked to be let inside and have a little chat with his co-worker, at which point they looked at his phone, seemingly did some stuff with him and that co-worker as Marcus looked on the security camera. And afterwards, they simply left without the investigation that he was expecting. Prompted by this, he also did some searching online for the video this was supposedly about.
Right.
And ended up
Yeah.
recovering that, where he saw something that showed something Area 51 related, something extraterrestrial.
The whole group was convinced that, yeah, there are aliens in LA.
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Well, that was a separate thing, where a separate image of, I forget which exact image it was doctored, and you messed up the AI recovery of it. But that's
Well,
not
that was-
so much
that
the
was
picture he
because of-
recovered here. Those were
Okay.
two separate incidents.
I thought that was a picture of the video footage that he had, and he rerun it over through AI to make it legible, and we were like,
Initially, yes, but after that, he also recovered the footage from a source online. It was like, hey, do you know where this original video is? Sure, if you give me some Bitcoin like you promised. It's not the street filled with aliens, though. A check, however, that I did not do last time, which is worth it. Marcus, would you mind giving me a willpower roll?
Sure.
I don't know how much willpower you have right now.
It's a mystery to me as well.
Well,
so
then
let's see.
let's take a look. Where is your thing? Here it is. According to your sheet, you currently have 4 willpower.
Okay,
So if you
so I
give
guess
me-
it's the icon next to it, and the pool mod was none.
I believe so. Yep. Which should result in you rolling a 4d10.
And I get 1 success. That is 10.
1 success. Okay. This video that we described last time, where I gave you this scenario, everything that you know about video editing and software and how computers work tells you that this video is real. But some odd feeling in the back of your head is contradicting that. You don't know what has been altered in this video, but you feel something has been. Despite it being supposedly the leaked video, supposedly from a source that's trustworthy, some little thing in the back of your head is still just going, eh.
Is it the 6 fingers?
Yeah. I mentioned that like while I'm waiting for the boys to get back, I'm going to go it through like frame by frame, use a lot of time on it, and I guess that like my conclusion at the last is that if it's edited or shortened or something is added on it, there's no way to know if we don't basically find out the original source, the original photographer and such. By the way, was there any hints about who that person was? Like the identity of them, for
The
example?
person that you bought the video from?
No, the person who recorded it.
The person who reported it, who I believe said their name in the video. Yes. I'm gonna need a little check to just to make sure, because you're probably just googling it. Yeah, just give me intelligence and computers, or research if you have more.
And 2 successes.
Okay. A quick search will reveal a blog of a cryptid hunter, very small, in Norfolk, Virginia, where for many years they were apparently, trying to seek the truth. And then one last thing they posted about having found something for real, and then saying he's still alive despite what happened to his friends, and they will uncover the full truth and try to share it with you all.
And what was the date of that message?
The date of that message is a few days after when the video was supposedly created.
Okay. And is there any contact details? Can I try to get in contact with the person who posted that, or who is a host in the site?
Those do not seem to be there. You could always try sending an email directly to the site domain owner.
That would make sense, at least to do a reverse domain lookup.
That is quite possible. This is also somewhat a while ago, though, so who knows? And who knows if they are going to respond to it or not. This is, a one-way email.
Yeah. Usually the information that anybody can find for free easily is that who owns the domain, and then when it has been founded or started.
Right. Owner would also be registered as one Mr. Morgan, and would have been started at this point almost 6 years ago.
Okay. All right. I think I'm just going to wait for the boys to get back, and I'm gonna take a cheap USB drive, upload a copy of it, and basically hide it somewhere. Maybe I have a clever little hidden pocket on my jacket or something like that. Just in case, somewhere where it's a bit difficult to find. And then I'm just gonna pour myself a drink, maybe make a sandwich, and open whatever is coming out from the TV in this late hour.
That's perfectly fine. You turn on some infomercials, and someone is trying to sell you something called flex tape, and liquid flex tape, and how it supposedly can stitch a boat that has been sawn in half back together.
I'm sold. I will get 2.
All right, you order some flex tape.
After a few drinks, too many.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone else. I'm going to say that...
the actual research.
Right.
Hey,
Now...
he's buying flex tape. Come on.
I'm joking, because Marcus is the only one actually getting some information on the aliens.
Yeah, and buying flex tape.
Now, I'm not entirely sure exactly when I signed you off last time, whether or not that was you guys having recovered from your little trip, or whether or not you were still mid-trip. Pex was back. You have found him. You have found Peter at the bottom of the hill. Peter was yelling something about the cat.
Yeah, last thing I remember...
Shaman was smoking his weed away from you guys. So after that, you tell me what it is you're doing.
Yeah, at the last of the session... last thing I remember from the session is Peter loving Mother Earth more than anything else.
Yeah,
so
well,
I think it was mid...
Well, the last session ended kind of sort of with us rolling checks for the video footage and the pictures that he had, so I assumed we were back at the house.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember that at all.
Well, I believe you were rolling... were you guys
Because
rolling
we were
checks
all
for the video
No,
footage?
I think it was just him doing
It
it.
was just Marcus.
Yeah.
No, because I remember us rolling and we were all convinced that no, there are definitely aliens, and the AI reconstructed footage, because we all
Yeah, but
failed
that
or
was-
watched that.
that was
before
was
you
way
went over
earlier.
there. That-
yeah,
Yeah.
because that was the screen.
Yeah, that was
that
before
was
you guys
the
went
AI
to the
footage from the
Oh,
screenshot
okay.
that he had taken, and then while
Oh, okay.
we were away, he actually dug out the
Oh, yeah,
actual
yeah,
video.
you're right. Yeah, that was our initial finding clues trip, during which Victor found
Yeah.
the teen who was like, drugs, man, drugs.
Yes,
Hey,
that
don't
one.
worry
Cactus
about
kitties,
Victor.
and that's why we went over there. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that
you're
would
right.
be
Yeah.
this kid with his drug.
Yeah.
His mind is completely out with mescaline, so don't worry about him.
Right. But yes, meanwhile, you guys in the Nevada desert. Now, obviously, you guys are under no immediate threat. You could very easily
except
simply.
for the sun.
Well, that is true. But you know, your car is within walking distance. You can very easily simply wait until you're sober again, walk back to your car, drive back to the city, and then this ends. So it is very much up to you to what it is you do or don't follow at this point. You can explore whatever happened to Pex, you can see what state Peter is in, you can do whatever experiments you said you had that you wanted to try, and follow whatever clues on that cat that you had.
Oh, the cat.
Right, the one
The
that Peter
cat.
saw and no one else saw.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Yes,
we haven't
yes.
seen it. Well, the experiment was kind of to see if the drug works as a cheap man's
Second sight.
second sight, but turns out it does somehow influence supernatural, at least in Victor's mind, because Pex completely disappeared.
Well, you're,
And
you're
one-
saying
That was
that
a
as
little,
if it's not your mind
little
as well.
different than what we were actually trying to investigate.
Yes. What were you originally trying to investigate?
If you
Well,
can see
we were-
aliens and shit while under the influence.
Well, I mean, Peck certainly saw some stuff under the entrance, and so did Peter. Whether or not it's directly caused by the drug, of course, is a second question.
I just thought we needed some R&R. I was here for the ride.
No, this is definitely if
It
we
was
can,
definitely science.
Oh, for
Yeah,
science.
it-
Yes, of course. Officially.
for Victor. It was can we see supernatural with this if this lowers the human mind's shield against things that shouldn't quote unquote exist. So yeah, now he's very excited because hey, Pex disappeared somewhere thanks to the drug. He's never done that before. He's just gone
Right.
blurry before.
Right,
so,
right.
Like, cool.
But yes,
So, I
Pex
tried
is
to go
sober.
to the...
You're sober. I don't know how sober Peter is. Let's say he's sober enough to be able to talk, and you're reunited. In case of doubt, who takes charge? Marcus takes charge. He does stuff at home. Victor takes charge.
Hey, should we go try and, I should definitely go and get some footage, like interview. Yeah, interview, that's the word. Like interview with the the host dude,
Who's
right?
our host?
The shaman.
Well,
You mean the guy in the
guy-
cabin?
that is he.
Sure, go.
Yeah.
Oh,
And half of the
excellent.
mass-
What would you want?
I completely forget my camera and go and interview him.
Right. Peter walks off and tries to talk to that guy. Meanwhile, you guys here.
So,
Um,
Victor,
Yep.
who's driving?
One of you. Well, you. Probably. It's your. Well, no, it's Peter's car.
Well, I mean, you're
Well,
the
I'm
only one that's
probably
even
gonna need a
remotely
little bit-
sober.
Well, no, he was just lucid. He was. I mean, my drug trip was just starting. I think.
Yeah, am I actually like high? Or did I just do the lucid shit from mescaline?
For you, the drug experience was very much just the lucid dreaming. And while you
Oh.
are still just on the edge of it, there doesn't seem to be much of an actual drug effect on you right now. You feel very sober and in touch with reality.
Okay.
yeah.
It's a
Victor
very
old enough
banana.
awareness
Gee,
to be
thanks,
lucid as well.
Bigfoot. fucking up my trip since 2025-ish.
I mean, a fairer description would be that you had a very intense trip that lasted very short. And was very
either, like-
intense.
Physically, or were just very, more difficult, much more difficult to see?
What are you asking who?
He's asking Pex whether Pex was actually there physically or just.
You said I wasn't here.
Well, I couldn't see you. It's true.
Right, and you said you weren't high when that happened.
Well, I mean, I've never done this before, so I suppose. But I was. It's like when I get drunk, is that I know what I'm doing still, even though it feels vaguely funny in my head, but I'm still in control of my actions. As opposed to Peter, who was mumbling down in the bushes.
Okay. So what are you asking specifically of him? Because as he explained to
Whether
you
or
that
not
to
he
him
was
it's
there,
been a
he
few
just-
years. So
Yes,
his recollection of the details might be a little wonky.
Well, that's what he was asking, whether or not Pex went there physically, or
Well, I mean, what
whether
would
or not
Pex
he
say?
knows, because
Pex, what would you say? Or, Bruno.
oh, sorry,
I'm,
Bruno.
I'm not sure. Like last time you said I turned like
Last time we were just blurry.
shimmering or blurry, yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
this
I
time you
looked
just
at you.
lost track of me altogether. I mean, I'd imagine I was just blurry and you were just blind. Like I don't know. My mind was somewhere else for a long time at least.
Right. Well, seeing as it's just the two of you, it's going to be very difficult to determine exactly what, since neither of you has a complete accurate picture of the situation. Maybe if you had a third test case at some point.
Yeah. Well, Victor stops and sort of examines himself, kind of how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do I feel funny? Moving his head, trying to see if his senses are a bit wonky compared to normal. Like when you're drunk, you can kind of feel it, or tipsy, you can kind of feel that slightly funny wrongness
Mm-hmm.
in how things go. So he's trying to investigate himself a bit if he's still under some sort of influence, of it's evaporated yet before he makes his next move. It's like,
Yes. To you, the drugs were quite a bit delayed and stretched out over a longer period. So for you, it is as if you were just in a sort of pleasant state of drunkenness. All the colors are more intense, swirling into creative patterns. You feel like you should maybe lay down for a bit and just enjoy it.
let's
But,
go find the cat.
Okay.
He says to
The
Pete,
what?
let's go find the cat.
What cat?
You're not allowed to kill it. Well, the cactus cat.
Why would I kill a cat?
Because it's a supernatural, you want to murder everything that's not human.
A cat doesn't sound very supernatural. Cactus cat.
Yeah, it's made of cacti. That's what the sort of legend is.
Really? That's a
Yes.
thing?
Yes,
Oh, man.
that's why we're here.
Yeah,
That's what the
okay,
drug
yeah,
thing
right.
But you're not allowed to murder it.
I kind of
Oh, shit.
remember now.
Oh,
It's
shit,
been a
what am
while
I-
for me, okay? Kinda.
At least 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah. Oh, he can't remember last session. No, for his character, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah, and Victor's like, sure, it was at least half an hour. I mean, I get
Yes.
it, you're old.
Okay.
Shit, where am I? Here. And he takes his oven mittens, puts them on.
Okay.
Protection.
You're putting on off mitts. You're trying to get
Yeah,
the party to pursue this cat. Peter was the only
at
one
least
that
Pet.
saw
Peter's
it.
off talking.
Did you ever establish with Peter that he saw the cat?
That's irrelevant because that's what we came here
Shout
for.
it out, I believe.
Okay. I'm going to say that after asking some questions and being sent away again by the guy, Peter just comes back and they're like, okay, no interview. Anyway, what are you guys doing? And then you tell him, well, we're going to go find the cat.
He was more rude than Eric. That's a feat.
Who's Eric? Oh, your editor.
Yeah, you remember the guy.
Never met him.
You met, right?
No, we never met him.
Huh. One
Anyway,
of these days,
kitty time.
yeah, sure. What kitty? Right. Oh yes. Oh, the beautiful kitty. That was a What? Yeah, of course. You didn't.
You
Like-
didn't tell me? No, I was looking after you, looking for Pex. Where
You were
was
right
it?
there, right?
I was
It
looking for
just-
Pex.
It was so cute. Oh, ow, my
Where is it?
hand.
Your hand will
I
have
think I-
several needles in it.
Yeah, giving up on questioning Peter, he just starts carefully going down where Peter was and starts kind of searching the area. Very
Looking for
carefully.
tracks.
You were
I'll
distracted
activate
before.
my thing,
Your thing. Or your
my
sight.
dice urn, yes.
Right, you roll for that. Meanwhile, I imagine Peter is plucking those needles out of his hand.
Ow.
You reach the bottom of the hill. This isn't quite the area we had before, but it suits the purposes. The bottom of the rocky hill, somewhere in the Nevada desert. There's the occasional cacti, the occasional bits of plants, but otherwise a whole lot of desert. This is roughly along the roads, where did I point it last time? Along the 95, somewhere north of Searchlight.
And I will not be using any because that would go against the experiment.
You will not be using any of your own supernatural abilities for the purpose
No.
of...
Yeah. Well, at least not second
Keep
sight
it.
or anything that would reveal.
Okay.
Ooh. It is a new session. That means I get to roll the things that I always forget.
Well, that's fine. You know, roll them now, get them out of the way, write them down.
yeah,
But yes,
I'm a roll.
when you get to the bottom of that hill, it is very much just a desert. You want to find a supernatural cactus cat here.
Yes.
How do you go about doing that? Because Pex has his sight, he looks around, he does not see anything that immediately registers to him as important. Neither do any of you. I mean, if you want to go find that cat, I imagine you could in the same way that anyone could track a cat. Granted, this one looks a little different.
Yeah, generally
How do-
very slowly moving about near the cactus patch. Well, he doesn't know how long the trip's gonna take, so he kind of sits there. How many cactus patches are there around this place? Or is it just one big or?
I'm gonna say 3.
Okay.
And they're not
So he got-
huge. It's not like, you know, a tract of cactus patch.
Right.
As we look for, it's mostly, you know, desert with a lot of shrubbery.
Right. Well, he will probably first circulate a few of them, kind of look at if there's anything that strikes immediately, and then he's gonna kind of sit down and not directly look at them.
Mhm.
Like, not directly stare, because cats supposedly hate that. So
Right.
you kind of sit down and pretend you're ignoring it
Mm-hmm.
to make the cat feel safe, assuming it acts like a cat. And that's kind of his method with all the cactus patches, is
Mm-hmm.
sort of sit close by and
Okay.
pretend you're not interested while you're interested.
Your assumption is that cat is somewhere in one of these cactus patches.
Yes.
I'm going to act as if there's a cat there and try to lure it towards myself.
Yes. To lull it into a sense of, I am not a threat. This thing's not a threat. I can feel free to be curious about it and do not need to camouflage myself, sort of thing.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let's say I'm gonna need you to make a roll for animal handling isn't a thing here, But
Animal
for the
Ken is,
yeah.
but I don't have any points.
Animal Ken, I guess charisma Animal Ken.
Okay.
And an unrelated roll on my end.
Charisma.
I'm just gonna
One
be
success.
trip sitting these guys, I
One
guess,
success.
until,
All right. So yeah, Victor.
until they're done.
Victor for, I'm gonna say, the next hour, depending on what others may or may not be doing, will just be sitting next to a cactus patch, as if he's like, here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh. He drops a little bit of bacon from his pocket. Like, oh, I got some. And then after like half an hour, he gets up, moves to another cactus patch, and does the same thing in an attempt to lure this thing out that may or may not be there.
Yep.
Nothing happens. No cat suddenly comes out. Some other desert critters are occasionally spotted, but nothing supernatural. Now, Bruno is watching with his second set. How much did you roll on that? You rolled one success, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, within those 10 minutes, you certainly don't see anything that fits the description either. Do you have any other means, or do you simply wish to do this until the day is over? Because maybe. Who knows? I'll need to roll for stuff.
Well, at least until the trip runs out.
All right.
I'm not
When
gonna
he starts feeling
really help.
sober.
I'm just gonna be, trip sitting, smoking cigarettes.
Okay, how many hours do you have? Oh, wow, 4 hours. Okay, I'm gonna take that same roll and just...
Chilling somewhere in the background, making sure he doesn't jump off a cliff or do something to harm himself accidentally.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to watch after Peter.
Well, it turns out you were extremely lucky. Do the two others, Peter, Bex, are you going along with Victor's non-stop cat venture? What are you doing in the meantime?
Yeah, like I said, I'm trip sitting him, so I'm following from a
Yep.
depending.
Yeah, you would have strict instructions to not come too close so that you don't scare it off in case it's here.
Okay.
Sure.
Well,
Big
don't know
scary
what counts
man.
as too close. All right. I'm going to say that. So it's just Victor, and then the others are some distance away. Peter as well.
Hey, you think he's been doing this forever? Because it feels like he's been doing this
Yes,
forever.
Peter, he's been doing it forever.
Oh, it's just not. I'm not imagining it. Oh. I mean, how long is it gonna?
Am I ever gonna stop being high? But yes, more importantly, as you are doing this for several hours, about 3 hours in, right before you would call it quits, as you're busy, you're just sort of staring off at the various bits, being like, where the fuck is this thing? And all of a sudden, you make eye contact with a cacti. You're sitting still right now. You're looking right at it. Exactly as the picture, it's just sitting still in a cactus patch. You're looking at it. It's looking at you.
He blinks really slow, which is supposedly what you should do with cats to show that you're... he doesn't... he averts his gaze a little bit so that it's still within field of view, but he's not staring into the pupils, and sort of blinks slowly. Goes through all of the this is how you earn a cat's trust videos that you see on YouTube. Sort of thing, while his hand very slowly removes one of the oven mittens and takes out the phone that has been recording his talking for most of this time, and sort of lifts it. He doesn't have his flash on because it's day, and he tries to take a picture of it. Not that it'll prove much, but as soon as the trip goes off, at least there should be eyes in it. More for personal records than anything.
Yeah, no, I get it. Roll me dexterity stealth, just to see if you can slowly, without causing any sort of weird emotions, take a picture of this thing. without scaring it off. 3 successes. You very slowly pull your phone from, I just said inside the oven mitt, but hold it in front of your face, make sure that you're aiming at the right direction, and just snap a few photos of it.
Yep. And then I try very carefully to hand it bacon, and I hope it doesn't insult the cat because it's a cat.
You're currently sitting somewhere. The cat
Yes.
is in a cactus patch, like 30 meters away.
Okay. I flick a bit of bacon towards it, sort of. Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm gonna say it doesn't react.
Okay.
It just stays there motionless, staring at you. Yep, as if it is a cactus.
Yep. Well, Victor stares at the cactus, making, I don't know, kitty noises. Sort of. I guess he would start filming it with like keeping the camera aloft and filming it in case the eyes move at all and stuff like that.
You can film it for a little bit. You already have your camera phone ready.
Yeah.
After a minute or so, you lose eye contact with it. Maybe it blinked, maybe it closed its eyes. You don't know exactly where it is anymore. You try to look in the same direction, but you're not entirely sure where it is. For a second, you think you see a moving cactus. It's in that patch somewhere, and it's moving away.
Okay. Well, that's about as much as he needs. Then the rest of the time, like, he will save the file, and then he will review it a few times to make sure that the pictures show eyes on a cactus and all of that jam. And
They do.
And then he goes back to Peck, and Peter goes, "Got it. I think." And then he turns to Pex and goes, "Bruno, could you, do you see eyes on this?" And he shows.
You show them the video. They also see pretty much exactly what you show them. Now, it's 30 meters away, and your phone is not the best quality, but yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Hey, you found the kitty!
I did.
Oh, that's so
The
cute.
supernatural.
So it
Great.
seems like, you have recorded evidence of this cryptid. What do you do with this? After, you are still 3 tripping guys in the desert right now. I could say, we go back home and that's it, but I imagine you want to do something.
No, that's it. That Victor's done. Victor's like, didn't need second sight. Drugs were enough to. He actually takes out whatever the phone version of Word is and writes a few lines. Just mainly the drug, this and this. What was it called?
Mescaline?
No, it had another name.
You mean the cactus
peyote
itself? Yeah, the peyote cactus.
Yep.
Peyote, yeah.
Peyote,
Yes.
yeah. Peyote seems to lower
Eh?
brain. Like he makes notes that the peyote seems to lower the brain's resistance, allows seeing things, and then like a line add photo later.
All right.
He's starting his first document of a supernatural.
Yeah. You
I'm
keep
done.
track of your stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have anything else you're doing in the desert right now? With
Victor
this
doesn't.
or otherwise?
Should we, Peter, you talked about witches. You said something that...
Witches?
Go here, they're witches. Yeah, the grannies
Ooh,
in the
no,
casino
I
said
don't-
something about witches.
Yes. The
That
grannies
was
in
a
the
weird
casino.
tale. I don't want to think about it now. It gives me creeps.
Yeah, you said there were witches that curse you and kill you and stuff
Yeah.
in the desert.
What's that about?
Yeah. To reiterate, you had stories of witches, and sometimes called skinwalkers, and, that place various curses and taboos on people depending on how or what, or were exiled from Native American tribes. It was a collection of miscellaneous stories, but they had similar stuff like that, and that if you were really unlucky, you could get enslaved and turned into some sort of horrid monster creature, or... I forget exactly what stories I told you. I told you a bunch. And they're in the desert, and you don't miss. That's why you don't mess with strangers in the desert, because you don't know if they turn you into a newt or something.
The craziest part about it, that was like, they could crawl into your skin and become you, or if, like, look like you at least. Behave. Imitate you. Oh, no, I don't want that. It's creepy.
Okay, and? I asked what you were gonna do!
No. It's just Peter doesn't want to, like. That's the problem. He doesn't want to talk about that thing because he's creeped out by it.
So what? Peter sits down on a nearby rock and that's his day? He clicks end turn.
we should probably just move on. Like, yeah, let's see what Marcus is up to, right?
Yeah, probably. We should have the whole team if we go look for witches. I got what I want, and I want to go back and jot down my notes. Is any one of us in condition to drive?
Yeah, that would be the next question. Yes. Who's driving?
I think I can.
Driving. That's a weird thing.
Yeah, Bruno, Bex, feels, let me just, it's gonna say fucking confusing if I don't.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yes. You're not on Broadway right now. You don't need to do a musical. Save it for when people are paying you for it.
Yeah, no, Victor starts humming that under his too.
Yes, because Hex is the only sober one right now, for some reason. All the drugs have been flushed out of his system. Or at the very least, he's not experiencing the effects anymore. He drives everyone back to Vegas. You meet up back with Marcus, who tells you what he's been up to, or not.
I do, giving them some time to settle out, and basically, I have a laptop and I start the video and just say that, by the way, do you remember that screenshot I show you about? Well, I happen to found the video about it. If somebody is interested, if not, it's fine. But if yes, come to take a look.
Is anyone interested, or do you all just go, we have our own shit, and you throw his laptop to the side, and you slap your own phone down, and you go, we've got drug stories.
Hey, that's pretty good. We got something to tell you too, but oh man, you've been hustling.
Yeah, Marcus is actually pretty proud of himself. He just tries to hide.
Oh, and? Okay, well, you all share your stories with each other and try to one-up each other with, look what I discovered, well, look what I discovered. And then you go, well, is either of these the cryptid that we're looking for, though? And then you're probably forced to conclude, I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, it's completely possible. Maybe all those gangsters were encountering a cat in the desert.
Yeah,
or maybe they all went to Area 51 and got shot.
That's
Do you think either of that's likely? If not, well, then what else could be happening? Also, at no point have you had any contact yet with the gangs in the area. Nor have you been to Laughlin or any of the other areas, or investigated any of the other cryptids quite yet.
Yep.
If possible, Marcus has been slowly finding some information, where to find these gangs, who are the key players, and stuff like that. But hasn't taken any initiative yet.
Right. Well, due to your contacts, you're probably the best position to find one or two contacts. What sort of contact would you be looking for? I'm obviously, some sort of contact who can tell us something, but if you don't look for a specific something, then you're not going to get anything. There's drug activity, there's the dealers themselves, there's the street level thugs, there's the more white collar criminals in the city.
So what does the rest of you think about who should we like approach first? How to start this game, so to say?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, to be fair, both of their names sound like one of them are vampires and the others are zombies. So
Crypts and Bloods. Ah, yes, that must be zombies versus vampires.
Ghouls and vampires.
Yes.
I wouldn't be comfortable of like maybe like approaching the drug business, to be fair.
Yeah, though the drug business does seem to be the big business, and buying drugs would be a fantastic way to simply get in contact with people. Actually, because you already asked around with your contacts for the mescaline, that would be an avenue of approach. Simply, hey, we've bought these drugs, what else do you have?
Maybe I could introduce you guys for Kevin, who gave me a tip about that shaman you visited.
Kevin. Huh. Such a regular name.
right, but you sort of know how to move in those circles. I've only seen movies, and I'm gonna botch it up immediately. So I think it's best if someone with the experience does the handling of the situation, sort of the dealing. We're not playing movie pretend here, so
I think
with
that
the skills-
let's brainstorm first. What information do we actually need? And Marcus is like opening up a PowerPoint. That's like to write notes.
Yeah, well, what information would you actually need? Are you asking me, the DM, or are you asking the other players?
The other players, like I'm gonna write there that like first contact Kevin about the drugs. Questions to be asked. Question mark, question mark, question mark. First line. What is the most important thing we need to know?
You want to go up to a drug dealer with, what, just a list of questions? You're probably going to be lucky if you find him in a good mood to talk about this stuff at all, and not just going to think, you're a cop, aren't you? And maybe plug you.
Offline, because I wasn't part of that session when they actually got this task. I'm a bit like unsure of like all the information that was given and what is actually the ask.
You've got
That's
the
why-
information.
Yeah.
You were told by the Arcanum that they found it very odd that the gangs in this area, which are usually very up each other's ass and trying to kill each other, all of a sudden put their differences aside and said, yo, this other thing that just happened, that is more important. Truce until we figure this shit out. And the Arcanum is interested because it seemed to be cryptid activity that they did not know existed. Particularly if it is a big enough threat to these gangs to bring them to the bargaining table. And that means it is not just something silly like, ooh, it's a spooky ghost that wanders around. It's probably something that results in bodies.
And are both of these gangs basically in the drug business?
Yes.
Or are they having totally different venues? Okay.
Crips and Bloods are both in the drug business, as well as many other types of crime. But I name drug business specifically because production of that in the Nevada desert is quite a thing. Think Breaking Bad.
I am.
And similar to Breaking Bad, it is something that miscellaneous levels of producers could do if they have the know-how and the investment, but it also makes it difficult to just get in contact with them, because they very much do not want you to be in contact with them. So the question is, what thread do you start pulling on to investigate this? Because you are just 4 random yahoos wandering in off the street, and aside from being physically tough and armed and already on the run for the law yourself in a few different ways, and the ability to spot the supernatural to a degree, and experience in things and willingness to believe things that others might not, yeah, where do you begin? It's not like you can just bribe your way in, certainly. But perhaps if you find the right person, simply manage to coax stories out of them. But then you gotta find the right person for that. I understand this is difficult, but the most straightforward way, if I was to suggest something, would simply be find someone selling drugs and ask how the business has been lately. While also buying some stuff, you know, you wanna not seem super suspicious. No, I don't care about the drugs, I just wanna talk.
Marcus is like clearly a bit uncomfortable of like basically taking this route. Like he seems to be not very comfortable with the drugs or the idea of the business at all. And then he tries to basically say that like, how about we are taking this totally wrong? There must be reporters, crime reporters, basically working in this city. Why don't we just like basically have a chat with one of them at first?
Right.
If there's something really strange going on, I'm sure that they are very interested about talking about it.
That is possible. Now, for that, who would be primarily going around for contact with that? Because you can pull some strings, you can contact someone, crime reporters, that's not a big deal. I have full confidence in that the 4 of you would be able to identify someone, but who does the talking?
And what are the questions we're asking? Would the crime reporters be privy to the wounds? And because there was also bodies appearing in the canals. And if the gangs are at peace, although I think the word was that the leadership has struck truce, but there are cells that are still very much fighting. But if we could get a look at the wounds of the dead to see if there are, I don't know, lacerations, slashes that don't look like knives or a bullet wound. That would also probably be an avenue, but we would need to know who takes those photos and whether or not we can actually get our hands on them. If you don't want to go asking drug dealers, that is.
Marcus writes on the board or on the PowerPoint that like what is causing the sudden friendship of the criminal gangs in the city, and then second bullet like what can we know about the wounds of the bodies found from the canals?
Feel free to just write it down, like.
There's space.
Yeah, there's more than enough space, write your stuff down. But also, I want to know who's doing the talking part. Who do I have a conversation with?
Peter, how are your chit-chatting skills as a fellow like reporter and journalist? You might have some like common themes there. Like you are having a very popular YouTube channel after all.
Sure, I can chat like the best of them.
Great, you shove Peter forward, and
all right.
You set up a meeting with her.
This is gonna go great.
Great. Yep. You find you find a spot at one of the casino bars where you meet Shaniqua Latifa. a reporter who specializes in criminal activities. And you introduce yourself. Peter?
Well, hello there. Great doing business with you. This is strictly business, isn't it? I wink an eye.
Oh wow!
Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
Strong start.
Why did you just immediately throw this in a different direction?
Well, why did they send us?
No,
Send
oh,
me?
it's fine, it's fine. It's just...
I mean, I just saw the cleavage and it's Peter.
Yeah, I get it. What do you mean it's Peter? As if that's something he's done before. Alright, I'm just gonna...
Well, now you know.
General
the boys.
success.
Oh no, I knew this was going to be terrible. I was like, sure, Marcus chose.
It's fine. Okay. She is
I remember the
immediately
house.
she is immediately somewhat put off by this and goes, yeah, you said you had information on the crime gangs that you wanted to share with me? And maybe some questions, exchanging information? That you were a famous YouTuber who did videos in the Nevada desert? Like this is is you on this channel, right? She shows you your channel on the phone as you're surviving in a recent desert video that you uploaded.
Hey, yeah, that is me. Did you know nights get really cold in the desert? It's weird how hot they are during the day, and you know. Anyway, sorry. Didn't
She
mean to.
forces a smile. As you said, you had some information about suspected criminal activities in the desert.
We did.
Something that
Definitely.
someone schmoozed to get her interest.
Well, have you heard? There are some gangs around, like what's they called? Or what are they called? Like Crips and I think it was Bloods, right?
Okay, I just
Very
want to.
hush, hush thing.
I just want to double check, right? Okay, first off, you as players must have heard of Crips and Bloods.
Yeah, players.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, great. And secondly, you as characters have spent time researching these two specifically, and yet you are portraying this as if you are completely out of touch with this. There's these gangs, you might have heard of them at some point. Kripitzes
He
and
has no blood in
Bluduses.
his brain, dude.
That is also a fair point. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, alright,
He's trying
all right.
to. What he's trying to do is portray this as some arcane knowledge that he has to like search from the annals of history of his brain, and it's a very hush like basically underground secret society that he's revealing to her. That's the basic gist of it.
All right, she just sort of nods with a slightly annoyed look on her face, like, uh-huh. You don't say. Yeah?
Well, have you heard that they actually seem to be in cahoots now? They actually do. They found some way to unify.
Well,
You
I've
see,
heard
he's
some
even using
things
his
on that.
big words.
To unify. She will
Yes.
imply that, yes, there has been some word on that. Do you know anything specific about it? I'm still
Well,
looking into the details myself as to why exactly it's happening. None of my contacts really seem to be able to say anything about it.
You don't know either? Ah, that's a bummer. Sorry.
No, I
it
know
is
that they're
unfortunate.
working on it, and I know that they're going to have a big meeting about it soon. But I still don't know exactly what the reason for it is. Apparently, no one's really willing to talk about it.
Oh,
Apparently, they all think it sounds silly.
As she mentions the meeting, Peter immediately latches. Oh yeah, the meeting in where was it again?
Laughlin, she says.
Yes, Laughlin. That's right. We're actually headed that way. That is why we are in here.
Oh, well, I mean,
Uh,
that would
after
be great. Do you happen to have some contacts and that you'll be joining that meeting? Because I would be very interested in knowing what's being discussed there. Maybe that'll finally shed some light on things.
Yeah, of course I got my contacts. You got any of yours?
Well, yeah, I've got some, and she will rattle off some names. And very quickly, I flip through her folder where you will see one or two characters. Let me just... For the purpose of keeping track of
I'm
things,
amazed it actually worked.
she's just sort of flipping through her own files in a sloppy way. And,
Yeah. Well, I do have perception. I don't have any memory, so let's see how that
oh,
works
well,
out.
that's a good combo. Let's see. We will have 2 contacts, one in the Crips, one in the Bloods. I'd say, well, these are ones I regularly talk to, and supposedly they're going to be at that meeting. But they were very harsh about the actual content of it. I was hoping, when you said you had some information on it earlier, that you could maybe tell me what the meeting was going to be about.
You don't know the half of it. I've heard some crazy talk. Like, there were talks about these, I don't know, I've heard vampires, I've heard mummies. Of course, these are like, they have to be, like, other secret cults, right?
Secret cults? She writes stuff down. What is this guy talking about?
Because ain't no way there's actual vampires around. Anyway, so it must be. Oh, yes, it must be code. It's very obvious he's like creating this as he goes or goes along.
Okay. Then she will quickly start sort of getting annoyed and being like, what the fuck is this guy now talking about? Are you just full of shit? Did you just see my profile picture and decide you wanted to try to hit on me? My eyes are up here, by the way.
Oh, and he snaps his eyes up like, oh, sorry, no. This is definitely sorry. You are just so beautiful, but I don't mean any like no. Let's just talk about business. And yes, that's if you can flip the picture to
What? You
to
mean-
flip the token. No. Like well, sure, that way around. However, yep. The party face right here, motorboating. Anyway, so I don't know. I could get your number, but don't worry about it now. Let's just see how the evening goes. First, we should talk about this. I would be very interested in going in personally. Well, I have a team, so we could go as a group. Get in there probably as probably in disguise, right? Just try to get into the meeting itself. And
In disguise, I mean, they don't exactly have. What sort of disguise are you hoping for? You are easily the most stereotypical white boy I have seen in a very long time, and I deal with tourists coming to Vegas constantly.
hey, no need to be so.
If you're going to try and attend the meeting, please send someone who looks like they could actually handle themselves.
Yeah, we definitely have a gangster. Don't worry about it.
Shit. As if that is the terminology used. Okay, well, but if you get there and you don't get yourself killed, send me a message on my phone number. You have it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have your number.
That is my work
Still?
number, by the way. Please do not call that for other stuff.
Yes, of course. I'll keep that in mind when coming Saturday. So, this is the business stuff. Thank you for the information.
Right, with the business stuff out of the way, then I'll be off.
Really caught
As if she's just immediately trying to cut you off, like, I am not interested in this Yahoo.
What? How could that be?
I mean, okay, granted, you have stats, I know.
No. I'm joking.
Appearance of 4.
Yeah. He's very good looking, but that doesn't.
But a first
mean
impression
anything.
of 1.
Yes, indeed. Averages to
Yes.
the best.
And that's generous.
Yeah.
I'd make you roll for it, but honestly, the words speak much louder
Yeah.
than the dice do in this particular case. You make a mental note of 2 figures. You know what they look like. And you were told they are going to be meeting in Laughlin really soon.
And did I see there were crypts? One was crypt, one was blood. Did we? Yeah, we got the on which was which, basically. Yeah.
That helps if you don't call them by the wrong name.
Okay. So blood member, crypt member. Yeah.
Can I quest that, like, what could be the... We didn't get much, like, information about the reason for the meeting, but would there be something generic that I could, like, puzzle out that it could be about? And, like, these 2 guys, they must have some sort of, like, a higher rank in the organization. Like,
Well,
diplomats, basically.
I think the problem is Peter didn't ask any of that. And we're not
Yes,
there.
unless you wrote down somewhere else, I didn't see the question list being added anywhere. Did you write it down anywhere I didn't see?
I just wrote those 2 questions I mentioned, like, aloud, and they are just underneath the pictures of the blood and crypt members.
Oh, here, Marcus PowerPoint. Who to contact? Crime reporter, drug contact questions. What caused the truce? I mean, that is very much the core of the issue. Stupid basic question would be, yeah, some threat that has caused them to try and figure out exactly what is killing people, and they need to focus on not killing each other long enough to redirect their resources to figure this out. Apparently, they also might be suspecting a 3rd gang in the area. And until it is clear who that is, because none of them like being messed with an outside force that is pretending to be something else.
Okay, Marcus does, like, a mental note that he could maybe, like, try to find out something about the 3rd possible gang from work.
Right.
Because they need money, they move money, they need, like, some discreet people to handle the money and all the lawyering around it.
As for the bodies in the canal, that would not be something you get answered so much here. That is something you would have found earlier when you had discovered those bodies in the canal. There is not anything suspicious about them. Those have been shot. Those are bodies inside Vegas.
Is there any suspicion about, like, how the guilty parties are not found, or nobody is, like, named as the killer or something like that?
No, there simply seems to have been a mild increase in gun violence. But it does not ultimately seem related to the gang violence. Or at the very least, not related to the specific truce that is happening right now.
And did this, like, bodies drop, like, during the truce or before the truce? And
Just before
did they have any
and
connections?
during.
Any connection with the crypts or the bloods, or just totally
Tangentially
Like,
at best. It seems like that while violence is still a daily occurrence, these particular ones don't seem to be it. If anything, when you verify investigating this and checking with your contacts, it'll be revealed that the thing they're worried about is very much not in the city. Yeah, occasionally, people die and the occasional person is murdered and dumped somewhere. That's all business, biz-cas fry, as they say, biz-casual Friday. Nothing special to worry about. What they are worried about seems to be outside of Vegas. As there are also the occasional stories that say, yeah, there's a truce, and try to minimize, the traffic of the goods right now. As they are waiting for their shipments in places. But you're not given any details on that. Simply that shipments are delayed. Is that clear? As for the town of Laughlin, Laughlin is, if you look at the map of Nevada, here is Nevada with the big triangle next to California, and then Las Vegas is at the southern tip, and then way at the southern tippy tip, if you follow the Colorado River, all the way in the tip of Nevada is Laughlin, and then right across the river are Bullhead City and Riviera.
Wait,
Laughlin,
they have Riviera there?
Yes, they have Riviera there. That's
Wow.
right here. Riviera.
Sure, they have. Yeah,
But
the
yes,
original.
it's right here on the map. Laughlin is a relatively small town. I mean, okay, it has a whole bunch of area next to it of water park and whatnot, but the actual city part of the city is quite small, with only about 9,000 inhabitants. Because it is right at the edge across a larger city in a different state, it allows for a bunch of legal shenanigans, which is why Laughlin is a bit of a mini Vegas for people that want gambling, but also has its own little opportunities without all the security. Let me see if I can get you a nice and formal description. Laughlin sits at the very southern tip of Nevada, pressed right against the Colorado River, smaller and cheaper than Vegas. A strip mid-sized casinos and neons hotels facing the water, drawing in retirees, bikers, and bargain hunters who don't want the chaos of Vegas but still want slot machines and river views. Across the river sits Bullhead City, Arizona. So there's always traffic coming back and forth, gambling money flowing one way, drugs and contraband sometimes flowing the other. It has a strange mix where during the day there's boaters and jet skis buzzing along the river with families strolling the boardwalk and sunburned tourists filling up on cheap buffets. At night, though, it leans a lot seedier with dim casinos with smoke-filled air, low-stakes gambling, and bars where locals and drifters rub shoulders. It is not lawless, but it feels like the kind of town where trouble could flare up fast, and nobody looks too hard as what is happening out in the desert after dark. If we take a quick look at the street view, and we'll see that aside from the occasional big casino, it shares the Vegas aesthetic of palm trees in the desert and lots of fairly low-rise buildings and trailers and RVs. Laughlin in particular has a little bit of a reputation from the stories I have been told, but you will discover that yourself when you get there. If you go there.
So we should.
You tell me.
Anything else we need to stock up on before we head out to the job?
Did you have any like a time frame for when the meeting was gonna happen?
Yeah, of course.
A few days.
What was? Yeah.
So it would be nice if we could have an insider there or a excuse to join it. Or are we? Or is it planned just to drive a drone there? Or
No. I mean, I heard that they basically use like rags of some sort to identify each other. So just put on one and just go in.
right. And then when they ask, what group you're in,
Do you sit on the Crip side of the table or the Blood side of the table?
Yes.
In the red side. See, I have this red scarf. I think we got the information that the Bloods wasn't the red scarf wielding one. It was the Crypts. The original info dump we had on these gangs.
Right.
Bloods was more like about their way of living than
what?
their clothing. It was like 2 sessions ago.
There was a big info dump.
Okay.
But more importantly...
By who? Because Bloods are red, for sure.
That does make a lot of sense, yes.
It should, but no, well, whatever.
But yeah, more importantly, do you simply go there? Or do you just send one person there?
Okay, do we send one of us? Do we hire an innocent? That sounds horrible.
Do we get a sacrificial lamb? Send that toward them? I mean, what are you trying to do here in Vegas? Also, it's not that far away. It's a few hours driving max.
Where is it? The meeting?
In Laughlin.
Yeah, but where?
In a where?
It's like 1.5 hours drive. Just fucking go there. Where in
It's a
Laughlin?
long
You were not told, but Laughlin is not very big.
Yeah, they probably have signs. Secret
Big
meeting
here.
How accurately does Peter relay what was said in the interview?
I'm gonna just say 100% accurately, because otherwise this gets so many different levels of fucked if we introduce that now.
Yeah.
Well, considering she called you a basic white bitch, the only people I would even consider sending, as per her instructions, would be Marcus or Bruno, or even both. Marcus knows the criminal world. He has experience with that. I only know it from movies, and I'm known for running my mouth. I would probably try and contact one of those two and see if we can't help one of the contacts you were given, and see if we can't slip Marcus and Pex in.
All right.
Okay,
I don't want
what reason would
race
they
it or
have to
something,
actually do that?
I feel like I'm a little bit too pale to attend this kind of a meeting.
I think the whiteness was more the way Peter behaved.
Yeah, you got the streets in you. Like,
yeah, I think you look like you eat babies for breakfast. No offense, but you can look like that. Peter here looks like a dumb jock.
hey,
And sometimes sounds like it. You're very pretty.
dude. Broadway, you shut the fuck up. Here. So you do look like a guy who has spent time in, you know?
Yes.
With those muscles,
Sure,
you know.
I'm just saying, like,
Guys, this is really a bad plan. To be fair, they have,
This is
they
an
have,
extremely bad
they
plan.
have absolutely no reason of trusting us or like letting us to hear anything. The best we can go to like a basically like a sleep like a recorder like in the same room they are speaking of or something like that. Nothing
Well,
else.
that's cool. Do they like
Yeah, we
sweep
would need to know the. I
stuff?
mean, personally, I was going to suggest that you guys offer, because apparently they have something they don't want to talk about because it sounds silly, which would lean into that some of them believe that it is some sort of supernatural or something that doesn't exist, and they are afraid that people will laugh at them. You could sell them a solution, that if it is indeed something like that, we are. Just be honest that we are hunters. We are experts in dealing with this sort of problem. And you look the part. You look like you could
I mean,
punch a
maybe
bear
you
or a
should go
yeti.
then.
Do I look like someone who can fight?
Nope, but you look like you could have been some of them's boyfriend inside.
I think they want someone who looks like they have been in, who knows
Victor,
the mannerisms.
like it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. I'm not gonna do it.
Sure. Okay.
Hmm.
So you want us to figure out the exact room they're gonna meet in, slip in a recorder, while they are very likely to investigate those rooms
Sounds
before
like-
anyone goes in.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we need to start investigating.
Right. The alternative
Making some
is
phone calls.
Yeah, we really need to know the place where they're meeting. Otherwise, we just like
Right.
waste time.
my
Are
point
those-
is, how do you bug a professional, a room where two gangs are going to meet? I would imagine the suspicion and mistrust in those on both sides is through the roof. How do you slip a
guys,
recorder in that roof?
Are those real things like those like you have like headphones and then there's like a satellite disc and you press a button and it's like a microphone that records from far away? Are those a real thing? He's
Toys,
talking about
yes, but
directional
I-
microphones.
I mean,
Yeah, sure, but they are
Sure.
quite costly. To be
yes.
fair, or we can even like they have devices that you can shoot a laser on a window, and it's vibrating by the speech inside the room. But we are not going to get any of those in that time frame or with our budget.
Well,
Alternatively,
Damn
if those two are or like those two contacts, if they know anything, you could just ask them and offer that we could try and solve their problem
yeah, let them
for
be
them
the
without
guys inside.
attending. Yes, like without attending the meeting ourselves. don't
So
know,
how is this going to work? How do the gangs work? Like, if we go and talk to this guy from the Bloods and then to this guy from the Crips and just kind of, you know, if it's is it better that we contact both or just one? Because if they find out that we've been playing both sides, they might, you know,
They might not
not
like
be
it.
happy.
Yes. we would have to
Been in
choose
one
our
of those
faction.
scuffles before, and that's not somewhere I want to be before again. So,
How much time do we
just
have
about-
before the meeting starts?
A few
couple of
days.
days.
A couple of days.
Couple of days.
Like 1.5 hours journey to get there, so we still have a little bit time here to plan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we're going to be able to attend that meeting. We do not have the leverage. We do not have a place at that table. Nor do we really bring anything concrete.
agreed.
We don't even
Yeah,
know if they believe it's a supernatural thing.
Well, all the
Fully.
information seems to be there. Do you really want to be as far away from it as possible? If nothing else, simply being in town with people that do attend the meeting would give you a better chance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, still going to Loveland is probably the smart idea, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's be in town.
attending the meeting itself is probably highly
Yeah,
unlikely.
I can
We-
ask around in the evening when I'm going to work. I think some of those people, frequent the place. I could try squeezing a little more information.
Hey, that's great.
yeah, that
Would be
probably-
nice
any extra
if we actually had like an idea of where they're meeting. We could maybe try and slip something in, or if nothing else, just hang around the area.
Or
And
since
for
the
future,
report-
should we get one of those satellite dish microphones?
I imagine
I know it's a
very
time
conspicuous.
crunch, but further missions.
Amazon tells you the delivery will take about 2 months.
Sure. So we
We can do
hopefully
the order.
are.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
the order.
yeah. Hopefully, we are still doing this job in 2 months.
Sure. Alternatively, you could try and find where the reporter did say that the problem is not in a city. Like the problem is in the desert. So the source lies outside. So if we could find a location where this problem comes from, we could probably investigate that. Like that's the thing that we're really interested in, is what's out there. The gangs themselves are roughly irrelevant once we get
I think
them.
it was witches, wasn't it?
That is witches, skinwalkers, something like that was what Peter told
the
us.
gangs
Yes.
are witches, bitches.
Could be, although, I mean, that is one of my guesses, is that the leadership has fallen under sway. But if it is really them putting their differences aside so that they can face this new threat, who knows?
Ultimately,
Yeah.
you tell
I mean,
me.
I mean, honestly, now that I thought about it, like the skinwalker thing that you mentioned, that could be something that would put two groups of this size into a state of unease, since you can't
Yeah,
really
because you don't know
the
who to
fuck-
trust.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what? What if they're already infiltrated? What if the skinwalkers
Yeah.
are in there as wearing them as fucking skin suits? That's so sick.
That's kind of what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck. What if? No, never mind. We can't blow up the building. We don't even know if they're there. But we should be there
Americans?
checking. We should be there checking with our eyes. The sight we have.
Yeah, there could be some clues. We should be in the same city for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The same
And
city,
also,
yes.
what if they're all just unnatural skinwalky thingies? So then would it be fine? If it's an abandoned warehouse full of skinwalkers, just blow it up. That's fine.
They're
right?
going to have it in some convention center. We're renting a room in one of the hotels.
Exactly.
Make it
that's
seem
what I'm
legit.
guessing, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It could be. Of course, if it's a populated area, we can't do anything. But otherwise, we should get rid of those freaky.
Marcus is gonna take the drone and do some testing. That is there possibility of actually getting some sound out of basically parking the drone outside of the window of a room where people are speaking about. So I'm gonna do some testing around that one, asking some of you to see that is that actually a possibility.
If
Yes,
you,
please, the window is open.
hover the drone in the air, there's a bit of a distortion, but if you land
Land it.
the drone next to something, then you have decent audio quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna practice that basically. We have a few days time. That is something that I would like to try to do.
All right, yeah. Fair
Okay. So here's the review. When you came to the window, it sounded like this coming in. So
Right.
it kind of just echoed inside. So you gotta do it before they come in.
Yeah. Or there's actually has to be some sort of a distraction at the same time. But yeah, we have to do it before that. So we have to find out the place where they are meeting. Maybe, maybe some of us can follow them up and when they are aiming in a certain hotel area or something like that. Well, I don't know. Let's play by the. Let's see how this goes.
Right.
And the distraction. Ooh, can't go too rough because situations like these, I know. When two tribes meet, you start doing too much ruckus, that might explode into violence. So better be careful.
Okay. So let's break this into chunks so that we can move forward. Step 1. You all pile into your vehicles and drive to Laughlin, right? No objections?
Yep.
No objections.
No objections.
We make an Amazon order for a directional microphone, which isn't coming to our help here.
You know, maybe you could try and get your use your YouTuber shit to see, claim you're making a documentary while you're here, expanding, you know, your YouTube career. That could be an idea. Maybe they would let you, you know, not but
Call it survival of the street, right? Because, you know...
Yeah, something like that.
Right. Now, as you arrive in Laughlin, there are 2 big sections. One, the northern section, where it is the casinos, let's call it the commercial district, and one where there is a suburbs of sorts with a whole bunch of copy-paste housing all over the place.
Peter, did you get the name of this like a participant in this meeting, by the way?
I just kind of got a quick glance.
You know what they look like, but whether or not you saw their names, we're going to need a roll for. Give me, what would it even, perception.
I would love it to be perception intelligence, if it could be.
Yeah, because you'd need to read it while it's upside down. So I think actually perception intelligence, which I know is not an usual combination, but...
So pool mod 1 perception, sure, it's fine.
Yes.
Difficulty?
Ooh, it's upside down. I'm just going to go with DC 6. However, I will need 2 successes for both of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got
2 successes, there you go.
Oh yeah, wait a moment, how do you flip words?
Yeah, you say the names upside down. Let's see. It's Jeff Rowe.
Oh, good. If it would have been 4 successes, he would have told them like backwards forward. But no, he's not that smart.
And Motifa. Alright. So, names that you were aware of. Jeff Rowe, Rep member. Motifa, Blood member.
Yeah, good old Jeff and Mo.
No turn names.
Jeff
Rowe being one, and Motifa unknown.
Yeah. Motifa, she's probably like Cher, you know, no surname at all. Street name. Well, not for sure, of course. Don't be silly.
Not everyone has a last name on record as a contact.
Okay.
But yes.
My idea was that like if they don't have like a huge amount of hotels, I could just like try to like call each of them and like with some ploy try to find out if they have like basically rented a room.
Oh, my grandson has run away. Yeah, your grandson is here and he's 37.
Yeah, well, a bit of social engineering may be needed, but like I don't think that they use their own names anyway, so
Maybe not.
So this is a question I need to ask. Peter has experience with trying to create distractions for like tribal meetings to basically he knows there's a tense meeting taking place between like Syrian tribes, and then his squads, well, the company's basically job was to distract them, get in, basically disarm them with show of force. But he might actually have experience with a similar situation. So if we are at an impasse, could I just roll to or if you can give us some basically options to distract whatever you come up with, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that'll be highly detail dependent. So you will need to provide the creativity. I'm not going to give you suggestions on how to solve a problem. I create a problem. It is your job to solve it.
Sure. Especially in this situation, I mean, my energy level, so I
get it, but in that case, just be like, oh, Peter Foster's like...
Yeah, sure, but...
DM, can I just roll to have the solution to this puzzle?
Well, at least suggestions.
The basic solution is always just, well, we go into the desert and we look around for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then we shoot anything that moves.
Sure, let's do that. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
Your characters all die from dehydration and giant scorpions and desert monsters at night. The end. Roll of new characters.
Ooh, I get to play my priest.
Your priest? You were saying priest as if it was a class. You just mean a character that you had. It's fine. Let's move on.
Yeah, yes. No, not cleric, priest.
Priest can be a class. Okay, let's not get sidetracked.
Sure.
Let's not get sidetracked. Okay. Okay, the four of you go to Laughlin. It is a small city. You can easily drive from one end to the other with no problem whatsoever. What is your tactic for either contacting these people or finding where these meetings are being held? What's your plan?
I'm gonna ask around at during my work shift, and then before that, probably gonna start calling up some places and trying to set up my own event.
All right. Question.
And see where it's already booked up.
Okay. Good.
And I can't.
Yeah. Question, if you don't mind. Your working was in Vegas.
Somewhere on the.
You then went to Laughlin, so you checked this before you left the place, I assume, and then you're asking, hey, can I book a thing in Laughlin and see where you're, the convention center? You think the Laughlin Event Center is holding a giant Crips and Bloods meeting with hundreds of members?
No, but probably check with some hotels, try and scout out availability on that specific weekend,
Okay, so you call one of the hotels, let's say the Aquarius. Aquarius Casino Resort. Hello, can I book your convention hall? Why is the first picture an Outback Steakhouse?
You got steaks?
Apparently. Oh, they've got a pool next to the river.
I like pools.
Let's just say that the Aquarius probably has a convention center, and they say, yeah, that'll be available, no problem. With the various casinos they have, how many hundreds of people will you be booking this for?
Great. Actually, it'll be for click. Okay, next place.
Dang it, that's the 5th time this month.
Yeah.
No one's actually gonna book. But yes, there are quite a bit of casinos here.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Do we still have time before
I'm just poking stuff with a stick here, trying to see if there's some place where they actually wouldn't book us because gang shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a fair assumption that the gangs would not book at a hotel or a big venue. But
there's a Bayshore Inn.
Yes. Marcus, you have enough experience with how this stuff works and what they look like that if you were to simply scout the entire city, it's not that big. It's an X number of roads. Look at it. Look at it. It's, how many streets is this? A dozen streets, and then a dozen more streets, and that's it. It's not a very big place. You could drive around, and if you see a large number of Crips and Bloods, Marcus would go, there it is. It's probably here. They're hanging out here. Or at the very least, you see a bunch of them and you would be able to ask them. Would you like to try that tactic?
Yeah, and one thing I was thinking about was that like I could do a cold call at the reception at the Bayshore Inn, and basically like ask what is the room reserved for the party, because I want to send like a bottle of your best champagne inside.
Okay, but that's assuming you know where it is already.
Yeah, but like if they said that no, nobody even like closely like resembling these names or these people are really like going to be reserved room here, then we know we don't have the right place.
Aha.
They have like 10 different like inns, so basically it would take a couple of hours of like cold calling it through all of them.
Well, that certainly is a way of doing it. Okay, what sort of role do you think would be appropriate for cold calling like that?
A secretary of an imaginary company, like wanting to like make sure that he has the right room, because there's like a comfort package like a sent on that room like later today.
I'm thinking either bureaucracy or etiquette, and then just spending a large amount of time going from thing to thing, like, hello, I'm looking for Mr. Jeffro, the names that you're aware of.
Yeah. How about subterfuge?
Would that
manipulation,
be
subterfuge?
I'll allow it, but it's not an easy DC. Well, okay. Let me put it this way. Yes, but you need to also get lucky, so I will need 3 successes.
Okay, let me try. Because subterfuge is lying.
Yes. But you're also going through this very systematically. But, it's, you can do it left or right, but, either has its own things.
Okay, let's see if
Would you like to use a willpower on this?
Yeah. Everything was returned, right? So I'm going to use 1 willpower on this.
Sure.
So
if you haven't used any yet, then sure.
Yeah, I haven't.
Very well.
And
wow.
No luck at all. Absolutely no luck.
Okay, so that is only 1 success, which
is
enough to prevent you from having horrible failure with this. But yeah, it turns out that Jeffro is a fairly common name, and there are in the hotels multiple people with the last name Rowe, and it just results in a bunch of confusion. You cannot clearly identify Jeffro based on name alone. With this
is the one success enough that like I can maybe like take some places out of Hollis, like that absolutely they are not going to be
you take
in place.
several places out of the equation.
Yeah,
let's just say that the southern half, you just go, all right, well those don't have anyone named Jeffro.
All right. Okay, so not a total failure.
No. Does anyone else have another plan before you resort to simply wandering about town trying your luck?
Not really. I mean, one of those parabolic mics would be nice. I can't fucking figure out.
Okay.
Any other ideas?
One thing. Let's try one person at a time. We've tried Marcus's stuff. Pex, do you have any particular plan for how you would approach this problem? If not, Victor, do you have any particular plan for how you would approach this problem for identifying where and when this meeting is being held? Or just identifying a group of Crips and Bloods in the area?
Not really. I mean, I don't remember us having been given any indication or
soon
marking
and
that
somewhere here
well.
with gangs with clear markings.
Yeah, the issue is if it's like an open air event, like on a parking lot or something, just how the fuck are we gonna listen in on something like that?
Yeah, okay. Alright, Peter, any particular thing? Otherwise, I will move with the random luck.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to create a distraction, which I actually came up with a couple of ideas.
Well, then, if not applicable here, then put it in the back of your head. Let me go with the random situation. Okay, so the four of you, not having any particular plan, will go with plan B, which is that you scatter throughout the town, trying everywhere to just ask around with whatever you can find. Marcus, while the meeting is already apparently in progress, you see a large group, which is to say 5 Crips and 5 Bloods, all parked and sort of on guard outside of a convenience store called the Family Dollar.
Okay. I'm calling our group or sending a message on the signal group that
Yes.
I found the place and this is the trade.
They are all over the place. Who knows if that meeting will be over by the time they are done? What do you do in the meantime?
Can you describe a little bit what can I see on the yard? Maybe a bit from the inside through the windows.
So in the parking lot, there are several cars parked, including one, which I will give you a thing for, which is a pickup truck with a mounted machine gun in the back.
Whoa.
Okay.
The term for such a combination is a technical. And as for the store itself, a quick check on the inside reveals that no, the store itself is not closed, so if they are having a meeting here, it must be in a back room here or something. They sell things like clothing or bulk supplies or, well, as you can see in the picture, miscellaneous cheap items. Canned food, frozen whatnot, and my personal favorite, this thing, which catches your eye. If you could do me a favor and read what the fuck that box says.
My eyesight is not good enough for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really, really small.
Okay, let me see if I can somehow try to increase this thing.
Although,
The Discord's only 720, I think, for the free version.
Yeah.
So you're not getting it better anyway.
and I
Yeah,
use-
that's the 720, but what about if we just take the picture and then put that in the thing and then open that? Here we go, and then zoom in. Bada boom.
Ta-da!
Okay,
I'll just
Purity
read.
Pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purity Pearl. Real love takes time to grow, just like this unique pearl experience. Experience the
Experience
thrill
the
of
thrill.
opening one of nature's perfect gifts. Please enjoy the beauty and surprise it has in store for you. And it's a fucking monkey
Chimpanzee.
pearl chimpanzee medallion thing for $11. I saw this and I nearly jumped out of my skin going, that can't be a thing that actually markets itself that way. What the fuck is this? It's like one of those...
I want 2 or 3.
It's a
instantly.
fucking... It's like a bootleg, but just for generic...
Yeah.
Anyway, that one really jumped
and the
out at
picture,
me.
and the picture above it is of a Bigfoot.
Yeah, as the entire store became blurry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I roll security and try to figure out that
Yes.
can I figure out where the meeting is based on how these people are doing Overwatch, so to say?
Yes. Go ahead and roll your security check. Intelligence security.
Yeah.
As you're checking the place and you send the message, you found the place with the address, you get a message back from Peter saying, on my way, OMW / the distraction.
Okay. My dice hate me today. 0 success.
Aww.
Okay. So you don't see the specifics, but as you are going through your place, you notice that there is at least one store employee, picture not quite accurate for the thing he is wearing, because he is wearing a family dollar uniform. A 6'6" Hawaiian ? Man, who, while he is stocking and sorting some shells, is also keeping an eye on you. He is carrying an assault rifle on his back.
Okay, I'm. People are paying attention to me too much right now. I'm just going to basically walk out of the site,
Mhm.
and I am going to like launch my drone, and like I'm like launching it like a long way, and on the back of the family store, hoping that
Okay.
there would be some window, some like air duct or something like that, where I could like base get some audio. That's a long shot, to be fair. But also, I don't want to lose the drone, so it's gonna like do a long, like a loop, like around the block, and end up on the back of the door store.
Yep, that seems about right. Okay, give me a intelligence technology. Where is it?
Oh, that's gonna be very difficult. I'm gonna
Where's-
use one more willpower.
Okay, you're going to use a willpower. Give me intelligence technology +1 success. As you try to park this drone in a way that you can listen in on whatever the hell you can hear through the vent system. You're not entirely sure where in this building this meeting is being held, but you pray that you can sort of listen in on one or two things.
Yeah, that requires a lot of luck.
Yes, well, go ahead.
One success. That's
With
good.
willpower is 2 successes.
Yep.
Okay, so that means that you will be able to listen into a small portion of it. Of course, it's recorded and not directly relayed. Is it the type that records and then you collect it afterwards, or is it the live streaming type?
I think that like it's a live stream because it's like already like sending me picture, so I can get the picture of like I can see where it's flying.
Mhm,
So it would make total sense that we will also collect the sound.
mhm.
And after that, like I could maybe use some like technomagic and try to like improve the sound quality with some like audio tools.
Okay, I'm going to give you a quick luck roll to see if there happen to be patrols coming in your direction. 10 is good luck, 5 is... okay, that's mediocre luck. You are aware of the fact that you could just be stumbled upon. Are you in your car? Are you just out back with your drone controller out, looking at it going onto the roof?
I walk like let's say like 1 block away, so that none of these guys can see me at all. And then I'm just gonna like basically just like sit on some like bench somewhere or a children's wing or something like that, and then do my stuff there.
Not exactly nearby, but let's say that you go to behind some other building and do it. Of course, you are still launching a drone, which is not the most stealth thing. Someone might have seen that, so I'm going to give you another counter roll to see if someone happened to have seen that. 10 is good for you, 1 is bad for you. 4. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say that's not bad enough to just immediately draw attention to yourself. Meanwhile, the others have been informed. They've been given a message on their phone. They're inbound. But it does mean that they miss part of the meeting here. You're trying to listen in, and because it's a live stream, you're also trying to just carefully pay attention. Okay, what are they saying? While you're also trying to look around, like what is happening around you, because for all you know, all of a sudden, someone walks around the corner like, "Hey, motherfucker, you're listening with the drone and our stuff." Blam, blam, blam.
Yeah.
So at the very least, you're nervous for that. Whether or not it's actually going to happen is a separate question. Now, the rest of you have been informed about this. I'm going to say that you're going to probably arrive one by one. Let's say that... Okay, so Peter was the closest next.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
I will also send a quick message on the signal that I'm 1 block away using drone, trying to listen through it.
Yeah, okay. You've been told...
lot of security and guns.
Yeah, you've been told what address, which is to say, this convenience store, although you don't exactly where, this meeting is probably being held. Currently, Marcus is listening in, and he does faintly, through the ventilation system, is getting some messages, and I can't exactly distort my voice this way. So, imagine a degree of distortion. But you are picking up some stuff like, well, okay. What happened this week? No, he died last time. He couldn't have been out there. Yes, I know he died. He was cut to pieces by that thing. What do you mean he waved at you in the desert? No, obviously that was one of them then. Okay, so it's pretending to be him. No, what about the convoy then? Yeah, ours just got ripped to shreds by that thing. No, it's faster than the truck. What, the entire magazine? Bullshit, that's like 100 bullets in that casing. No, fine, we'll check it afterwards. Yes, I believe you that you shot it many times. Well, what are we supposed to do against that thing then? What, is it just immune to bullets? Okay, alright, next time we'll bring something bigger then. No, I refuse to believe that you're being hunted by something like that. Yes, I know, we've seen that too. Okay, no, okay. Look, the most important thing we need to focus on right now is that they don't wear their skin. And that's stuff you hear over a prolonged period. It's not all one conversation. Meanwhile, Peter arrives.
Uh-oh.
You're not aware of that particular conversation. You're trying to get information yourself. You arrive at the...
I'm creating the diversion so that the drone can get closer to the windows.
Okay, well, it's already parked, but then I guess you don't know that, so do whatever you plan to do.
Yeah, so I come in with a truck.
Beep, beep.
A farmer's truck.
Where did you even get that?
With exactly. We can roll how well this went, but the plan is to come in with a truck full of animals, wild animals, geese, whatever, and basically have an accident right where the meeting is taking place, in a way that the animals are released so that they create chaos without any humans being, endangered.
Right. I trust in your ability to crash, break, and open a truck to release a bunch of animals. That is not the problem here. You are in Nevada. where are you getting a truck full of animals? If you can point to a place on the map where you steal a truck full of animals, maybe. Like, I know that there's, agricultural land in this particular place, but unless you can point to a place and like, oh yeah, the chicken farm,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to be inclined to believe you could steal that from somewhere. That, and also, you're stealing a truck full of, what, chickens?
Some kind of wild animals, yeah. Let me see if I can find. These farms are actual, like, plant farms, Dan. Let me see. There are more. Oh, ranches. That sounds good.
Okay, yes.
Let me see.
Could you give me coordinates or something on the map? You're like, oh yeah, right here, obviously. Right here, there's the fucking national chicken stockpile.
No, it was, the ranch was a, ranch is a lie, as they say in Portal.
I'm not sure what they're growing here, but they have those fun circular crops, crop farms.
Ooh, nice. Those look great.
Yeah, which means they take the water from the river and just spread it out in a big circle. You know, with one of those rotating crop arms.
I only have Sage View Ranch. It has like pictures of animals, but I can't get a street view of it.
Okay, look, I think we can agree that while this is a fun idea, this is definitely not the setting, and you are pulling this out of thin fucking air. So
there we go. There you go. Alpacas of the Southwest.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, I have a truckload of alpacas.
Link it.
Lo and behold, let me see if
Alpaca.
this is the right one.
The south.
Blanc.
Okay, alpacas of the southwest. Okay, where the fuck is this? Is this anywhere nearby?
Yeah, it is pretty. It should have been at least. I think it's over.
There's Vegas. Here's alpacas. There's Kingsman.
It's east of Laughlin. I posted a link to what campaign.
I'm trying to. Let's see. Alpacas. Yeah, no, that is a few kilometers. Okay. Okay, or am I to understand that when all of this with the meeting got started, you then went, we need a distraction. I need a truck full of animals. Yes. And then Google's, where's the nearest animal farm? And then went over here and, okay, all right, let's go with this. Yes, and you went over to this farm to get your animals for the distraction. Do you, A, load these creatures into a truck yourself, or B, saw that they happened to have a truck full of a bunch of animals to move them, and what, just knock out the person driving them and steal it?
Let me see. I'm not. Ooh, I do have animal ken, so I'm not the worst with animals.
That's not the part I'm worried about.
Yeah. I know. Because I'd much rather not hurt any innocents. Animals are not innocent. They were born with the original sin. Let me see. There's. Okay. I think it's still like. Oh my goodness, I'm going too deep into ends justify the means. I'll definitely go and try to find a truck they have loaded.
Perfect.
Maybe in a gas station or a like. I'm sure they have. Oh, especially good is if they have a truck just on the side of the road as the like. They have like those truck stops or something like that. It doesn't have to be the alpaca farm. It just has to be somebody.
On a
with
10, the truck is ready to go with alpacas in it, and you steal it for some godforsaken reason. On a 9, a truck is there empty, and you have to load it up. On 1 to 8, you have to figure some shit out yourself. And in every scenario, I'm going to need a skill check. God fuck it.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just Peter doing Peter.
Okay, Peter, give me. I guess it's just they're ready to go, and then the driver. I'm just gonna take a quick piss before anything else. Okay. Give me. What the fuck even? Would the keys be? Yeah, fuck it. It's ready to go. You're just avoiding being seen. Give me deck stealth.
Yep.
But it's not just being seen by him, right? It's not being seen enough so that you can get in the car, drive away, and then be not seen long enough for the cops to not be informed for an extended period of time until you crash this thing here, and then many people will have questions.
Yes, and as I know, this is essential to our plan. So I will use a point of willpower.
Oh, of course. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Go ahead.
To actually make it happen.
No. Yeah. Use your point of willpower.
Yeah, 3. Yes.
Go for it. 3 successes. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Peter successfully goes over to Alpacas of the Southwest, where behind this child that is taking a picture with an alpaca, there is a truck filled with, I'm going to say, 6 alpacas. Ready to be moved to Alpaca Retirement Home on a different farm. And it's just ready to go. And then the driver really needed to take a piss, got out, went to the bathroom, and then Peter saw that and was like, bingo. Got in and started driving this truck in the direction of Laughlin. Where, as he is about an hour, a half an hour drive away, gets a call. Hey, this meeting is happening right here. And then Peter goes, all the stars are perfectly aligning. As he drives this truck in a straight line towards the Family Dollar, what exactly do you do with it?
So, I make the latch not completely I undo the latch a bit so that it's easily opened. Then I go in as I near the place where the coordinates are. I basically do a handbrake like drifting kind of motion, which hits the side of the building. So, or even better, I'll even. Oh, this is gonna fucking get me killed again. There's a truck.
Yes.
I see. So I drift into that. It has the machine gun. Did you call it a tactical?
Yes, a pickup truck with a machine gun in the back.
Yeah. So I hit the tactical, hopefully hard enough to knock it out of commission. But anyway, I smack it with the side of the truck compartment, or the compartment with the animals.
Give me a wits driving.
All right, let me see what
wits
I
driving
have on it.
Degrees of success determine degrees of success.
It's driving. Where is it? There.
It's in the third.
I have. I will use another point of willpower to make this success. Come on.
Right. So you've undone the latch, and now you're just trying to drift this thing into the technical while trying to appear like you are parking it to spill the alpacas all over the place and also somewhat disable the machine gun.
Yeah. No success, but with the willpower 1.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you drive over here, and drifting does not work the way you thought it did with a big truck. So instead, you just sort of slide it into a parking spot, and then as you stop the truck, go, damn it, not the way I pictured it, and then the latch opens up, and the alpaca starts skittering out, startled by the parking for some reason. They go, I don't know exactly what sounds alpacas make. I'm going to say alpacas make that sound, and they start spitting all over the place, and they start skittering all over this parking lot. All the
Right.
Crips and Bloods here are now thoroughly distracted.
I do not get out of this car. I will look at the mirrors, make sure nobody's coming to the cockpit. If they start approaching me, I will like book it as soon as I can. Like just nail the, just drive away with the truck.
10 is good, 1 is bad, 4.
There is a lot of confusion, of course.
There is a
with the
lot
animals.
of confusion. I'm gonna say you have at least like 10 minutes before someone would approach you. So if you just drive away in that time, you don't need to do it quickly. But
Yeah,
10 minutes
so,
before
yeah.
they definitely go up to you and go, "What the fuck? Why aren't you taking care of your animals, motherfucker?"
Yes, yeah. So first couple of seconds, I make sure from the mirrors nobody's coming right at me. Then I take out my phone and text our group chat. Okay, it's done. You should land the drone now. You probably have a minute.
Great. Well,
Then,
let's.
then after like a minute, I text, okay, I'm heading out, no eyes on the scene anymore, and just drive away.
Fair enough.
Casually, with my back open, hopefully no cops come around.
Yeah, good idea.
See,
Not
we
like-
did it.
Yeah,
We did it in Syria too. We released some animals. Enough confusion was made.
Okay, how
They were
does
donkeys,
that?
though.
How does that come out through the chat? I can hear through the ventilation system.
Well, okay, I'm going to imagine that during this whole discussion, at some point, whatever they were discussing now gets cut off and is instead replaced by alpacas? What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, 5-minute break, guys. I need to see what the fuck's going on outside.
Yeah, by a break.
One of the contacts that you were informed about will at that point be seen going outside, which will be this fellow, who is looking outside going, "Wait, what? What the fuck is this?" Now, Peter has driven off, and Pex is not there, so little more than seeing that he's here. This doesn't do, but let's see who else gets introduced into this fucking eclectic mix of things. I should just roll a 1d2, shouldn't I? But, Alright, Pex. At that point, you will arrive from wherever you were when you got this signal.
Okay.
Where exactly in the city would you likely have been during your own investigation? South, north? Doesn't particularly matter. You drive up, after you see the message. I don't know if you would drive up or whether or not you would walk up, but it doesn't matter. You tell me how you contribute to this situation in one way or another, because I don't know how the fuck this resolves at this point.
No fucking idea. I have zero clue.
Yeah, I think you would just walk up at this point, see alpacas all over the place, after you have been told, yeah, the meeting is going on here with the Crips and Bloods, and now, I don't know, do you think the fucking Crips ride in on alpacas? Like, what the fuck even? Peter did not inform people about the alpaca equation.
Informed about the distraction, though. I did send.
Technically,
a
I
message.
guess you would be informed about what the one guy looks like, although Peter's the only one, again, that would have seen the picture. It's not like he took pictures of it and shared that with anyone.
Look like a gangster.
Yeah, you tell me. I mean, you can just stand there and go, huh, I guess that's stuff, and then that's it.
I think that's what I'm gonna choose to do. Like, this is
You know, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah, no, fair enough. Victor,
I glance around. Is there like any shops, anything around me?
Yeah, lots of shops. It's a small strip mall you're at.
Oh,
It's called the Laughlin Outlet Center. That makes it sound a lot worse than Lend Nation, Queen
and
Nails.
the alpacas are like on
Jet ski
the
rental.
parking lot.
Yes. Bikini Bay Bar and Nightclub. There's lots of stuff in the area.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm just gonna stand there in awe and wonder what the fuck is this shit.
That's, you know what, fair. Okay, Victor. Similarly, you are informed. You arrive.
Yep.
Any contributing
Yep.
factor?
Wow, what do you contribute? No, I probably just go to Pex and well, Samuel goes to Pex and I don't know. I guess I pretend to be grandpa and grandson or something and just point and start casually talking and maybe take out do the most normal thing a white person would do in this situation: take out my cell phone and film the funny Alpaca.
Start recording.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair
exactly.
enough.
I mean, who these days, day and age, doesn't stop and film if they see something funny?
No, this is completely fair. Okay, well, after some time,
Well, alpacas and kinda.
the police
try and
arrive
angle it so
after
that-
a while and try to herd the alpacas together. I think Peter drove off, right?
Yes, after a minute,
Great.
he will drive off.
That vehicle is probably something the cops are going to look for. What do you do with it?
I would drive it. Oh yeah, in the movies they always find those vehicles abandoned, either burned in the desert. I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to do the smart thing. Wipe the park it next to a or under an overpass in a parking lot or something. Wipe the what's it called? The wheel. I'll wipe the wheel. So I'm trying to make it clean from my own fingerprints and stuff, and leave it there. I'll even leave it doors open so that hopefully some hobos just crawl in and leave their
Sure,
own
give
marks
me
in there.
a wits subterfuge check to see if you properly take measures to not get horribly fucked over by this. And the police just being like, oh yeah, he lost his driver's license in here on a botch.
Yeah. Okay. This time, this isn't important, so yeah, no willpower.
This isn't important, he says.
No, I mean, just getting caught.
See, 2 successes. I know what I'm doing. I've seen
Okay,
enough movies.
woo!
We didn't visit my place. There's an actual barn converted to a movie theater there. So
Okay,
I
all
know how
right.
these things work.
I'm going to refill my drink for a second. Please, the four of you, discuss what the fuck and what now. Okay, you have a degree of information from the recording. A degree of information. Let's call it suboptimal. But you have stuff. It features a few things. In particular, it seems to be referring to something imitating people that are supposed to be dead. Something chasing them and getting a lot of ammunition dumped into it and seemingly not being killed by it. Something killing their men. And it being out in the desert. Now, I don't know if that's enough for you to do something with, but it probably isn't. So, how would you get more information? Discuss. Away from the microphone for a second, so keep talking. I said keep fucking talking!
About what? What the fuck are we supposed to do?
I don't know. You all stand there with your fucking teeth lollygagging, going, "Oh boy, that sure is a lot of fucking bullshit that just happened." Oh well, let's all
Wow,
go home.
alpacas! Yay!
You don't get too close, they might bite.
Might spit you in the eye. Get pink eye.
Yes, Daddy.
I need more beer.
Me too, after that one. Whoa.
What? I'm the one who had to concoct it up.
Had to?
Had is definitely the keyword there.
The one that he's gonna use. Stick to.
To play the voice in your head, the messenger, whatever it was.
I didn't know there was a distinct sound of extreme face palm, but I just heard
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure like this is not the same reality that I left 4 years ago. Like something's wrong right now. Probably
first the
still
rats,
tripping.
now the alpacas.
Samuel turns to you and goes, "What the fuck happened?"
That's a good question. Should we help?
I don't know nothing about alpacas.
Yeah, me neither.
Where the fuck did you get alpacas from?
Those things like from South America somewhere.
I don't fucking know. I ain't no rancher. I can Google.
I'm pretty sure they ain't like native to this area.
Yep, South America. Kinda lost. You ask me.
I think that Marcus is just going to like send a quick message that I'm still recording the conversation. No more bullshit. Maybe we can actually get some information out of them.
Well, now you have a crystal clear recording as you can land the drone on the window.
If I see a bunch of gang member looking people run around to check out the alpacas, I would like to use my dice and see if any of
That
them
was what we talked about.
any of them ping differently.
All right. That's actually a good
That
idea.
is a good question. Now there's a bit of
Let's see if I
chaos
just hurt
happening
my
right
eyes
now.
though.
Yeah,
No, I don't hurt my eyes.
You don't hurt your eyes, and you activate that for a prolonged period of time. And in between all the chaos, you can easily just stand there looking at them for a bit, and they wouldn't think that's weird.
Especially with the 20 other people with iPhones out.
Yes.
At least we get to also find who are actually members of these organizations by this footage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they are really happy of people like videographing them.
Yeah, I mean, but also the alpacas hand wave that stuff away at this point. So while they would not be happy with
what
that,
are they gonna do? Tell people not to film? Imagine there's also tourists here, so
at this point they couldn't really say that sort of thing to you.
Yeah.
Which means Grandpa is more than capable of just staring them down. Now, there's a small luck factor involved here. This is... okay. One of the members that is outside as a guard. Let's see if I can get you a picture. Now, what would this person appear like to Hex? With your ability to see through stuff. He looks like he is wearing a thick cloak of fur.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he is acting very normal in that he is just sort of standing around with the others, looking at the alpacas and the chaos, going, yeah, what's happening here?
So you say he looks like Victor?
No, he is not.
He only
he's
has
not
fur on the
like
collar.
Victor.
And not at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, because he's Samuel now, but yeah, Victor.
Yes. But, yes. One of them, when you look at them, yeah, they look like a person. Little different from how you saw them before. 2 pecs at least.
Yeah.
They look like a middle-aged, dark-skinned man to you, wearing as if it's wrapped around them, a leathery cloak. But other than that, yeah, they look like any of the other gang members, other than your sight is pinging them as odd.
Wait, them?
Yes, but them as in the one guy.
Okay. And he looks like a different person?
Yes,
looks like he's
before
wearing
you
a cloak of
activated your
skin.
sight, he looked like person A, and now you activated it, he looked like person
He looks
B,
like person B
wearing a leather cloak.
Gotcha. Okay.
He still looks like a person. He doesn't look like a horrid monster or anything.
Yeah. Victor,
Yep.
that guy who's standing guard, I think he's one of them skinwalkers.
You sure?
I don't know what a skinwalker is supposed to look like, but I activated my eyesight, and he looks like a totally different person wearing a leather cloak.
Yeah. And it's quite far away, so I'm going to need you to give a perception check for this. Just to get some of the minute details. I know your perception is usually a bit of a but give me a... let's see, what would be a good one here. Perception... Is there such a thing as medicine? Yeah, perception medicine. I know this isn't your strong suit, so...
Yeah, no.
Remember willpower.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna willpower.
No.
Okay.
-1 success.
Oh, it's a botch.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see the specifics. It might be some sort of wolf cloak. But yeah, it is so hard to tell. Also, it's a botch, so after that, your ability deactivates. What do you do with this information? Currently, this person, as well with the other ones, such as the Dollar Tree guard, are trying to bring order to the situation. The large security guard is also stepping outside, asking, like, what the hell's going on? Like, this is not what we agreed on. If things get too rowdy, then maybe things should just be called off, and then you can continue whatever it is next time, because what the fuck is that? Why? Alpacas?
Yummy.
What do you mean, yummy?
As Victor's been filming the alpacas, he's kind of tried to follow their movements a bit, but getting as many of the bustling members on the film as well. And then he just at some point he puts it away. He's like, okay, well, I've seen this now. and just stands there chuckling with Pex or Bruno. But like, his main thing was to use the alpacas as an excuse to kind of get a picture of the guys, so that we can then ask Peter later whether or not any of those were the contacts.
Yes.
Who were potentially there. Kind of get some footage and.
So is the police here on the scene right now?
At this point, police would arrive.
Fuck.
And they would also call animal control. But, police is sort of a catch-all sometimes, as they simply have to bring order to the chaos, and this is certainly chaos. Tensions somewhat arise, and the gang members cut their meeting short. And decide, like, oh, well, fuck. Oh, well, it's, next meeting next week. And you get from their conversation, Marcus, that this is apparently a weekly meeting that they have been having to attempt to figure out what is happening exactly and to try and come up with some sort of counter plan.
Okay.
Currently, their agreement is still that the desert road that they refer to near the town of Nelson, which I believe is literally just called Nelson Road or something. Nelson Cutoff Road. To, just avoid it entirely until they at least have a new plan. And that they might need to bring in heavy ordnance, and that he knows a guy. And that, well, if nothing else, then I'll use the javelin on it. Let's see if that works.
Yikes.
Can you say again the name of the street or the road?
Nelson. What is it called?
Okay, I'm gonna write it down on the signal group we have.
Yes. Nelson Cutoff Road.
Victor, I think we should try and track where this guy is headed.
I'm gonna write I'm gonna retrieve the drone and I'm gonna leave. Let's meet at.
Take this. I hand you my phone.
Okay.
You should be able to track this, right? Try to get it on him somehow. I'll go get the car.
Me?
Good luck.
I'm. Oh wow.
Keep an eye on him.
Victor does not try and do that. He stands there looking at you, like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? Well, Samuel does, and he looks very awkward. He's like, I don't fucking know how. I don't think I even have anything to.
Okay. So all of them get into their respective vehicles and start driving away. Marcus would definitely need an amount of time to recover his drone and regroup with everyone.
carefully, not trying to I hope that nobody is gonna see it at any point of that, the gangsters, a security. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just going to walk away, taking the longest path possible.
Yeah, you're taking an amount of time to regroup. Peter is also taking an extended amount of time to not get caught by police cameras or whatever, so I'm imagining he's a bit away. Pex went into a nearby building to just do whatever the fuck.
Huh? I did?
I believe you said something like that. Oh, he went to get his car? Sure.
Yeah. Does it look like anyone else, have the alpacas and everything been sort of collected at this, by the point that the guys are leaving?
The cops are still chasing one of them, who for some reason just keeps jumping away anytime the cops get close to it.
Okay.
It almost jumped into traffic, which caused them to have to stop things for a bit.
Have people normally begun to kind of enter and go into the stores while the guys are dispersing into their cars, or Or are people very much avoiding the situation so far?
It hasn't been closed off.
Okay.
I mean, people are using the stores in and around this place. It's a bunch of animals. It's not even wild animals. It's just, farm animals.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is, would Victor or would Samuel look out of place now approaching some of the stores alone, or does it look like people are
Probably
starting to
not.
get normal?
If it's like, well, you really
Okay.
want to go in there and go into the store, I guess. No one's
Sure,
really
but
going to
like
look at you
in
weird
an-
for that.
in an attempt to get close to the strange guy and I don't know, brush past him.
Strange guy and other gang members have at this point gotten into their cars.
Okay, right.
So,
okay.
unless you want to
But
do
like-
this before then.
Like before they get into their cars, have people already started sort of, or do they use the alpacas as a distraction,
check.
disperse?
I mean, I can't imagine they're sticking around a long time. You're a little lucky in that, because you're particularly interested in the guy that's flagged as odd, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to slip Pex's phone into his pocket or something because that was instruction.
Okay. Pex's
Kinda-
phone
kinda get
into the
close by.
pocket. All right. Well, I don't know how good your subterfuge abilities are.
I got 2 subterfuge, so
Okay. Well, dexterity
use my one
subterfuge,
and-
but this is not easy.
right.
So
I'll
the
use my
DC
1 and
8.
only 4C on
That's
this.
fine. DC 8, dexterity, subterfuge. As you try to sneak up and slip your phone into the pocket of this person.
Whilst recording or something? Or why?
No, this is Pex's phone. Pex gave me his phone and said, "Slip this, we can track it." So I don't know. I'm just doing what Pex told me
Okay.
to do.
Find your phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
pretty much.
pings.
DC
Pretty
8,
much.
dexterity subterfuge. As you try to slip your phone.
I will use a willpower. I only have 1 after this, but I'll use a willpower for this.
I'm not entirely sure. Willpower plus your re-rolling. I'm going to say willpower always gives 1 success, and then the rolling is for whichever one, the top.
It just takes a better.
Yes.
The one
Alright.
just takes a better.
Well, I mean, you're using your resources here, so let's see what happens.
DC
But it's DC 8, so
DC
not
8.
easy.
Yep.
Because, you're trying to slip something into a gang member's pocket. That's not only that, but
Yep.
a potentially supernatural one.
Yep.
Roll number 1. One
Ooh,
success.
1 success.
Roll
and
number 2.
The second roll is 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. So, 2 successes. I'm going to say you successfully just sort of walk past him as he's going there. Oh, excuse me. And the weird Alpaca's in. He just sort of doesn't give you too much mind. And yes, you slip this phone into their pocket.
Yeah. And then I slip into, I don't know, one of the stores and look around for a bit.
Yeah. After that, you
Buy
go
a
to the
bit
store.
of snacks and then come out casual.
It's a store. I'm fully trusting in your ability to go inside
Yeah.
and do stuff. Even if you're suspicious at that point, it's not like you're doing anything, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Now,
As I go, I will use a conviction as I get close to get my own reading of this guy with second sight.
okay. Okay. As you get close with second sight and try to get a read on this guy,
Yes.
you will get a very different picture than the one Pex has. To you, this person will look like an old man with the literal skin of another human just wrapped around their body like a suit, and they have the mouth of that body like open, and their face is sticking through that, and they're looking out through it.
Okay. Ew. And combined with what Peck saw, what I saw with this, and did Marcus will relay any information of what he heard?
Did
I'm not
Marcus No, I doubt that.
Okay.
The only message I sent was like that stop messing around, that I'm still recording, and then
Right.
that I'm going to leave the scene with the drone or something like that.
Okay. Well, with this and with our talks about skinwalkers, and I think even Pex mentioned it, I want to use my pinpoint, which is the one where
You
something
learn
that
the
has been
weaknesses of this thing.
yeah, they discern a potential lair and a sense of something. Like if it's tied to a place.
Potential
But yeah,
lair.
if it's multiple successes,
Well, roll for it and then tell me what applies to it.
yeah, let's see. I'm reading as well here. But then it is perception plus vision. So perception, other pool 3, because vision difficulty 6. 1 success. Okay,
Nice.
so I just learned weaknesses if it's a 1 success. If you get a success, your character learns a weakness about the creatures she observes. Implemented impalements, unlike garlic, blah 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 blah, or anything else that deems appropriate. The storyteller can also be elusive or vague about the nature of a weakness. Lifetime control. Just because your character asks the questions doesn't mean she knows the answers. And then if they are tied, if I get 3 or more successes, I not only know that the creature has a lair or is attached to a specific item, she also gets a vague sense of where the object place is, but I didn't get that.
So with 1,
Just weakness.
you just learn if they have any particular weaknesses.
Yes.
You look this person up and down, and they do not strike you as particularly weak, or strong for that matter, to any individual thing. You could probably just stab them or shoot them, and it should be as effective as anything, which does strike you as a little bit odd, because anything old and capable of what this thing might be doing should have the ability to survive for a long time somehow. But you don't sense that it's particularly resilient against things. Maybe it has secrets of the body that you just don't know about. But no particular weaknesses strike you.
Okay. Yeah, no, then I walk past the guy, bone implanted, and then off I go into the store and do my thing and come back and just head off somewhere.
Right. What shall we refer to this person as? In your words. I want to put words in your mouth.
Well, we as a group have been talking about skinwalkers. I think Peter was the first one to mention them. So, and this guy walks with apparently a coat made of someone else's skin. So, I think that's the closest thing that he can think of.
All right.
So, yeah, let's put a skinwalker.
Very well.
Skinwalker or body snatcher. Probably Skinwalker, because it did look like to him and to Pex that he's wearing someone or something as opposed to yeah, taking someone's guise.
Fair enough. Anyway, after that, they all get into their individual cars, drive off. There is no longer an event happening here. You are free to act as you want.
Yep. I return to my friend.
You group up and you share information with each other. I'll go ahead and assume that you're all sharing everything you've heard so far.
Yep. And
Question then becomes, then what?
Follow. Obviously.
Victor asks Peter to review his camera footage and asks whether or not he recognizes any of these guys.
All right. Well, do I?
Well,
Do
should
you?
see
You
them.
will recognize, as you're looking at them, one of the figures, the one that came from inside, as the contact that the crime reporter had.
So he's Jeff.
Yes, apparently he was involved in the negotiations.
Right. So that's Jeff. Definitely identified target Tango.
Right.
He's just,
You
he's
didn't
just
have
using military lingo to try and sound like he knows what the fuck he's talking about, isn't he?
You didn't happen to get his contact information.
He did not.
They wouldn't give me that.
Nor the reporter. Only I'm worried because the thing. I'm assuming we have by this point heard Marcus's recording of the whatever he got from the drone. I'm assuming he
Yes,
recorded
he
it.
would have shared that.
Yeah. So
Much of it is not great audio,
Hmm.
but it's better than nothing, and it does give you a bunch of clues.
Right. Which is, you know,
If bullets
the
don't
thing that
work.
they're hunting is already among them. Like that fear was true. They have been infiltrated.
Yeah, that's
the guy
what
that I
was
slipped.
worried about.
The guy that I slipped the phone to, Pex or Bruno, that is the thing. Like to my second sight, it looked like an old creature wearing someone else like a mascot suit and looking out through the mouth. And it doesn't have any particular weaknesses that I can pinpoint, even with my abilities. So it doesn't particularly seem to be weak or strong against anything. It seems weak and frail, but for it to
Well,
live this long.
Yeah, but based on what those guys were talking, like
Right.
bullets don't seem to work.
Yeah, eating hundreds of bullets. I don't think that maybe your sense are not as good as you thought.
That or it has some other means of surviving. I mean, it doesn't have a weakness, that much I know. Any exploitable thing.
You said you
had.
dropped Bruno's cell phone in his pocket.
Yeah, Bruno told me to.
And Bruno, is there anything on your phone that can track it to you? He's gonna find it at some point from his pocket.
Yeah, if it's just your cell phone, then it might go,
It's
whose
my
fucking
cell phone.
is
I mean,
this?
fuck, it's a burner phone. I don't even have your guys' contact
Do
details.
you not have the signal group in there?
I mean, the group chat is there probably, yeah.
So it can
And
read
you have
whatever's
a
been sent
password,
in the
I hope?
last sentence.
PIN code?
Huh?
You have PIN code on it?
Probably.
That's a no.
Probably.
I mean, I do, but I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so.
What?
Yeah. Time to create a new group chat. I'm just going to delete the whole group chat and create a new one and invite these guys back to it.
Sure, go ahead. But also, I mean, track that phone down, will you? Let's follow the guy.
And you have, was it an iPhone? Android? You track it through your account, which you log in. Do you know the password of that one?
While they do that, Sam is going to contact our employer with a status report.
Yes. Before you do
Basically.
that, one additional bit for Marcus. Because you have been listening to stuff, I want to make sure that something does or doesn't get clarified. So give me perception and how do it has like very specific Perception linguistics. You're trying to listen to them talk and exactly what it is they're saying or not. Through all the static and through all the ventilation sounds, you try to pick up, like, okay, because you have all the volume cranked up to max, obviously. You pass it through an audio filter. You try to listen very close, like, what am I hearing here?
So perception and what was that one?
Linguistics. Because part of it comes down to you interpreting some of the as words.
Is that a skill?
Yes, linguistics is a skill. And you have it, actually.
Oh, I do.
You have one dot in it.
Yeah, must have accidentally clicked it.
No. You studied languages. It's important.
Well, you know, it comes up
What?
now. So, there you go. 2 successes.
9 and 10.
Okay.
Oh, I'm good.
They are talking about one, that it looks like certain, certain dead people are occasionally alive and like beckoning to them to places and trying to apparently trick them into dropping their guard or infiltrating them. And then sometime, in one case, they shot at them and then they ran away after that. However, they are also talking about that owl thing. And I want to stress that that is a thing you specifically hear mentioned multiple times. That owl thing. And when they talk about dropping multiple, magazines into it, they talk about that owl thing. Which seems separate from the other things they were talking about.
Oh no.
And at some point, someone says, yeah, no, with this, and they almost catch themselves and don't want to say it out loud. The owl thing, the owl fucker. And then someone else says, don't be a big baby. Like, no, I'm not taking a risk. I've heard stories about those things too. I am not saying that out loud. I'm not risking it. After what we've seen, I'm a believer. I'm not risking this shit. You don't know what they're talking about. Sticky something. Owl thing.
Sticky the banana.
Yeah, a Stikita banana.
Okay, Google search the owl thing. You should not be named. Unnamed, like stuff like that. Enter. Can I find something? Mythology.
Yeah, feel free to just Google it, IRL.
Okay.
Nevada. Owl monster. Don't say its name. Let's see what you actually get if you do that. Don't say its name.
I got one that is LL. Not naming it myself. Mesoamerican like creature, at least one. Something about the Owl of Athena, that's a different thing.
No, Google doesn't seem to be giving you the information I'm in particular referring to.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you'll get that later.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes Google just doesn't give you the information you want.
What?
I know.
That's
It's odd,
nonsense.
right?
That's just fantasy.
I mean, it could also be complete superstition with no actual reality behind it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just say it and there's no problem whatsoever.
Well, I'm like speaking aloud, like thinking while doing the search. Like there's some stuff about the ancient Rome, some monstrous bird, that bat, whatever. Then the Owl of Athena, Greek mythology, the shape of wisdom knowledge and stuff like that. And then this Mesoamerican influence, the legend of La Lechuya. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, like, maybe it's one of these.
Yeah, maybe.
But these people know more than they say, and they are very careful not to name.
Peter,
Did you say hallelujah, but with an L?
Yeah, I'm really bad at like pronouncing it.
Peter, didn't you say there are witches?
No, not those.
Because an owl creature you can't name. In the mythology, there is something called a strix, which is a bird of ill omen, the product of metamorphosis that fed
Yeah, that
on
monstrous bird
human
from the
flesh and blood.
Greek and Roman.
It's also referred to witches and related malevolent folkloric beings. Strix is described as a large-headed bird with transfixed eyes, rapacious beak, and grayish-white wings, and hooked claws of Ovid's fasty, whatever that is. But yes, I mean, it seems like an owl-like creature, a bird-like creature, and a witch. In some cases, apparently, they even have shape-shifting powers. It sort of seems to stick with a few things we've heard about. I wouldn't be surprised if an old thing.
It's certainly possible. It could also
Now,
be
we know that
something
this-
that's sort of like that, but something else.
Right. But yes, Victor's gonna contact the Arcanum Britannia as well with a status report and go like, we know it's a thing that either wears, like, he's going to inform them that our suspicions are either some sort of a skinwalker or Strix, because
All right. You will
Quick
talk
question.
to a lady on the phone who simply writes down what you say and say, all right, well, we'll consider this a report. Happy to hear back from you at any time. This will be looked at by a scholar, and if they have something to report back, they will report back to you.
yeah, and we
Go
will
ahead,
continue our
Marcus.
investigations.
Yes, Marcus?
Do we all know about this contact, like with the employer, or is that something that Victor is only knowing and like reporting behind our
I
back?
imagine you would all know about it, but they would prefer it if you reported collectively as opposed to everyone individually.
Okay, it's just the first time I heard about this.
Okay. No, you weren't there in that particular session because when in Portland, while you were chased out of the vampire tunnels and then while investigating your apartment, you found a note that implied that there was a vampire den in a specific building. You know, implying, oh, shoot on sight, which was sort of initially guiding the group to just set fire to the entire place. But then after investigating, it turns out, oh no, this is just a scholar who was investigating vampires. So you were put on sort of the wrong foot, possibly by the vampires
Misdirect.
themselves, to attempt to take out two birds with one stone, or at the very least have one of you kill the other. That didn't end up working, and instead it was a warning to the scholar who was like, okay, well, time for me to flee, and he gave you some information, and you ended up with a contact because of it.
All right, okay.
And that contact is the Arcanum, who also you ended up calling when Peter ended up shot, so that you didn't go to a main hospital and instead a trustworthy clinic who could keep their mouth shut. But in exchange for that favor, as well as some pulling some strings as far as insurance goes, you owe them the favor of investigating the thing you're investigating right now.
Gotcha.
Anyway, if that's clear, yes, you can communicate and relay information on this investigation at any time, although you won't necessarily be speaking with a scholar, more like a secretary who is writing down what you're saying to create a report. Because those scholars are old and curmudgeon-y and busy, and like, I'm just gonna send you a Discord message. Like, no, I'm busy. Like, they don't have fucking Discord.
What? They don't have Discord?
Maybe
They
the younger
Stone Age?
acolytes, but those also don't know anything. Imagine if, Victor was one of their younger acolytes. Like, that's possible. He's the sort of person who could join them. Does he know enough to really be useful right now? No, but he'll gladly take any information you have and give you wild theories on stuff. So, that's sort of what you got to have in mind right now. And if you really need information on things, then yes, you will give them whatever information you have, and then they will give you clues for what they find after a period of research. But that doesn't help you right now. If you give them the information like you just did, then it's a fair say that if you make no progress in a week, they will have information for you. Is that clear?
Peter. Yeah. Did you check the reporter that you were talking with?
What?
Did you verify that they are, in fact, a human?
The hot lady?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
I mean,
The hot lady.
I didn't get any weird vibes about her. She seemed to act pretty normal, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, that's sort of the point of infiltration. All right. Well, I was wondering if you'd get in contact with her and get us in contact with this, with Jeff. I think it's safe to say. Well, before with Jeff, was this guy in the crypts or was he in the Bloods?
It's pretty obvious from
that I
colors
know.
of crypts.
Yeah. I know his crypt.
No, not Jeff, but the
not Jeff?
Skinwalker.
Oh. Ooh.
Was he with the crypts or with the Bloods?
Oh, that one.
I don't actually think I established that.
Nope. But we probably saw them go into one of the cars.
Yeah, wearing blood colors.
Okay. So, right. We should still probably try and get into contact with your reporter friend and hopefully get contact with the blood contact so that we can inform them that their ranks have been infiltrated by the Strix or whatever they're hunting.
That's always good. Hey, gang, you've been infiltrated. Okay, bye. Click.
And how do you know that?
We can
I
ask
have
her to
super
relay a
special
message.
abilities.
We can ask them to relay a message that we have check this and this guy. He's not who he seems. Like, if we clearly come out with a message that says, the creature that wears dead men is among you, it is this guy. Investigate him. Then, I mean, based on your recording, the leadership already knows. And if the contacts were high enough to be in the meeting, a message coming from outside pertaining something that they don't want to leak out is probably a pretty heavy enough indication that, someone knows and someone knows about this stuff. Maybe we should look into it. Of course, that would also chase them, make them come after us probably, but like, who the fuck knows? How do they know? And how do they recognize these creatures?
I would be more comfortable if we would have some edge, like we would have some knowledge how to hurt that thing, or even ambush it ourselves. Like I'm not very comfortable of these people like trying to do it themselves. They might kill innocent people on the way. They might be casualties, stuff
Or
like
each
that.
other. Like, sure, they're criminals, but like they're not.
Are you really
baptized
that
into
worried? Are you really that worried about the lives of 2 drug rings?
Sure, but dude, there's a line we shouldn't be so.
All I'm
easy to
saying is
cross.
they should investigate it.
I'm giving people a look that that's
Not
such a
start
side.
fighting each other.
Yeah, like they're people too, like most like families. Like what's with you?
But like, is it a gang thing? Like, if you're suspected of anything, then you're pretty much just wiped out, right?
You're suspected of being a supernatural creature, so we're gonna shoot you in the head.
Well, no, but
But we know this guy isn't a person.
But
He
you
is
know
one of
that.
those things.
Or
Right. So
suspect
if
that.
they investigate it and at least get it out, that's better. Because if that guy is now wearing one of the bouncers, we don't know how close that guard person is to the leadership. All it takes is a couple of hops up the food chain, and that thing is leading the gang. How do you root that out?
I understand,
So
but
getting that
like,
thing out now, look, personally, I don't give a fuck about a few gang members if they get shot in the process. Okay, they've chosen their lifestyle.
clear. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but get that
I
thing
have to
out
agree.
of the circle now before those things rise up to the top. I mean, if I was a skinwalker like that, I would try and seize the most powerful forces in this area. It will allow me way more movement, way more room to move and maneuver, and maybe replace a couple of other guys at the top. So that
I was
not only
way my head, totally disagreeing on this one.
Like, no.
you're a crook, you would, but
We can't just willy-nilly start like yeah. Exactly. These guys get a whiff of something that's not all right with the guy. They take him to a back alley, try to attack it, and
fail,
just
and then kill
it's
them
not-
all.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna just die, probably.
Just follow it and go kill the creature. It should be
well, the thing is, we
shared.
don't know what it's weak to. We know that it's not weak to
Yeah.
bullets,
So we need to do our
but it could
job.
be weak to your knife. That is a supernatural killing knife.
Sure.
They probably use
Then we'll use that.
ordinary lead bullets.
Damn it! If we could just somehow get them to understand and join with us against that thing, because
We don't need that. We don't need that to happen. We just
really
need
want to
follow
get
this
roped
creature
in
and
with
kill
the
it.
gang. Yeah, you really want. Yeah, I mean that's probably for the best. Although,
Yeah. Okay, follow the creature. Attack it.
Yes.
Not endangering any random gang members.
And
Now
there might be more than
pull
one.
up
Who
the,
we don't
chat.
know.
Pull up the chat. It should be sharing the location. Where do I drive?
This is
Mhm.
a bit later, but now you are checking the location of the phone, right?
yeah.
After this meeting, you will see that Alpacas. From Laughlin, the car seems to be heading north along the 95. Let's see, they're like half an hour ahead of you, at least. So at this point, yeah, they would simply be going up the road and are on the 95 heading up right now.
Passing the Spirit Mountain.
Yes, near Searchlight and Calnavari, which are two largely abandoned but not quite towns. You know, economic hard times, but not like a ghost town because they're right along a freeway. So at the very least, there's a trailer park and a gas station and a few motels and whatnot. Because it's very hard to become a ghost town when you're on a highway like this, especially when you're like an hour drive away from a big place like Vegas. But yeah, small
Yeah.
towns.
I drive after.
Okay.
Alright.
Does everyone simply pile in their cars and drive after?
Yep.
Okay.
I suppose.
Yes, we could.
Then-
I will make sure I have my weapon.
Who's
with
driving
me.
the second car? Pex is driving his car? Well, I mean,
I
his
can
new
drive my car.
You're driving your car. Okay. Who is in which car? That's sort of important for me to establish.
I'm with Pex.
Alright, you're with Pex.
With Peter.
And Marcus is with Peter. Okay, good
Oh,
enough.
Thank you, Peter.
There we
No, Marcus, you're a good guy. You actually get
trust
things
me in
done.
my car.
I really, it's great. You actually do that computer stuff. Have some tech knowledge. You actually, how do you even? Hey, could you tell me a couple of real interesting thing about like computer security things? Because that's always been like you made it clear that I needed to have that PIN code and stuff. You know, I'm trying to get some small talk going. Actually, maybe learning something about security.
Yeah, Marcus, explain something about cryptors and like using password managers, stuff like that, and like about ops security, of course. Like, yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
do
Security is
some
actually
some chit chat and like, and I'm also complimenting that this is the less like a bloodthirsty car of us too. So
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys, yes.
While they're driving in their car, since we were all, I guess, as a group trying to help Peter establish that meeting, Samuel's going to be a messy bitch, and he's going to call the reporter because he's in Pex's car, and Pex agrees with him to an extent. So he's going to give her a call and relay the message, like, "Can you give this to your blood contact? This is Peter's friend."
Hold on. We'll just do it quick. RP. So you're calling beep boop beep boop beep. That's just Shaniqua, baby.
Hello, this is Victor. You met my associate earlier this week.
Which one? I speak to a lot of people.
Peter, he was a YouTuber, wilderness YouTuber.
Oh, the creepy guy, right, him.
Yes. You gave him 2 contacts.
I didn't give him shit. I just talked to him for a bit. He didn't have anything useful to say to him.
Right. Well, according to him, you had a contact with the Bloods and with the Crypts. Now, I have a message to relay to the Bloods pertaining their little schism that they're going to... Well, the thing that has caused them to put their schism aside. And it is very important that you relay the message exactly as I say it. She should understand.
Okay, well, you say how the message is, and then we'll see.
Okay. He says, the thing that wears the skins of men is among you already. Check the bodyguard that was outside the store, and he gives a few... Actually, he will take a screenshot of the video and send Shaniqua an image of the guy. Check this person out.
Okay, well, since you're sending a photo, that makes it a little bit...
yeah, he sends the photo, like a screenshot of the video where he is, and says, check this guy out, he's not who he seems to be.
Yeah, all right. For good measure, give me a... what's it? Give me a roll for it.
Okay.
Something, empathy.
Okay, charisma, empathy?
Sure.
Okay.
You're doing it by phone, but it's, you're also getting information, so just roll for kind of confirmation. Just checking so you don't... Okay, 4 success. All right, yeah. She just takes that and goes, okay, yeah, all right. That is a message I will take on face value, and you're giving me something, so I will at the very least see if I can talk to some people who might know. Hey, do you know who this motherfucker is? But that's happening off screen.
Yep.
Do you know who this motherfucker is? Some fucker is telling me that you should investigate him because he's suspicious because, quote, thingamabob. So, yeah, stuff is happening there.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you guys are following the 95. And somewhere past Searchlight, the signal you're following is going off the freeway. Going onto... seems like a shitty dirt road into the desert. And then even off the shitty dirt road. Now, it is important, as you realize, that it has been getting dark. It is already quite late, and the sun is setting. Does that change your plan in any way?
What is the plan, actually?
Yeah, follow the guy.
Follow the signal. That seems to be the plan right now.
Okay.
Why not still follow? And if it stops, we could discuss how to... or if it goes too far off-road, maybe then we should discuss what we're actually doing. But if we're following a road, it's not too bad.
Should be fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Out of because he was my target for slipping the phone in. I was probably already in the store. Would Victor have noticed how many people went into the car with him?
Would you have noticed? I'm just gonna make that a...
Nope.
You did not. You did not notice.
Yeah.
So you don't know if he's alone or is there multiple going with him. But you do
If he has
follow this.
victims.
You do follow the signal, and you follow the signal into the desert because you're following it, right? Because you're following
Yeah,
it
it was
off
on
the
the
main
side, yeah.
road, onto the side road, onto some side area.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of going.
And just to make sure, like we are at least giving them 10 minutes head start because we have the phone. We are not like
Oh, they have quite a head start on you.
30-minute head start.
okay, good. And let us know when it stops, like when the signal totally
Yes.
stops.
It stops somewhere in the middle of the desert, near around, well, here.
Yeah, because we are going to maybe do the scouting with the drone and not by foot at that
Yeah,
point.
except that it's dark.
Who
Yes.
says it doesn't have some night vision thing?
This has been a question
have
we've had a
night
few times,
Yes.
like, does it have night vision or not?
If you buy a CCTV camera from any store that
even
is
that has.
30 euros from China, they all have it. So
Yeah,
why the
true.
heck
My
wouldn't this have?
20 euro kid monitor, children's rooms monitor, actually has night vision
Really?
on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say so.
It's not it's probably not the best quality, but it does have one.
Yep.
Probably.
If you say so, that's fine. That's fine.
It's not
Okay, so
military
you have a
grade,
drone
like
with night
super
vision. So you drive them into the desert, and what? Do you drive right up to the location or some distance away from it?
Some distance away.
away.
Also, Victor suggests that we turn off our headlights as we're, if
yeah.
that's possible, because
Yeah.
this is flat place. If we drive in the desert with headlights in the dark, we are a beacon arriving far away.
Is there on Google Maps
darkened.
any property in that spot where it stops?
Yeah, it's a mine.
The thing is the Genko mine, which I'm using as a reference point because it's in the middle of the fucking desert area, which is where
It's
there used to be a
also,
gold mine.
Also, Nelson Ghost Town.
There's
very
lots of
close.
stuff in that area. But for now, this is where you are being led by the signal. Now, you tell me whether or not you stop at a distance and use your drone. You said you're driving, and then a few minutes away, you stop the car, use the drone, and say, "Okay, phone's not moving anymore." You take your drone out, and you go, "Okay, let's see what the fuck we're dealing with in this area." You drone. You see pretty much what's on the pictures here. A rocky area, some collapsed old shitty buildings, a hole in the ground. Something that looks like a ye old-timey prospector's saloon, and some fallen apart. What year will these be? 1930s buildings. They were briefly set up to have a little outpost here. Long since abandoned.
Yeah, I'm showing the screen so for at least for anybody to see if they're interested. Because that is their base. We can of course stay for an hour and see if they move out, but that looks like a evil lair if I see any.
You're taking a few moments to examine this place, right? To see if you see anything in particular.
Yeah, but also I acknowledge that the sound the drone makes is easily heard. So I'm just gonna basically land it on one of the roofs, a bit like a heightened position, and see if anything happens because I can at least see if somebody is moving with the flashlights in the area. So I'm doing a drone stealth.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Are you rolling something?
Yeah, I'm just thinking what do
Yeah.
I roll?
In
Intelligence and
case,
technology.
intelligence, technology. That's fine. Just how
Yeah.
good you use this to sort of stealthily move this. But you're also just moving a drone through the air, so I'm going to need quite a few successes in order to bypass whatever defenses are just looking for, a drone going in the air. But go ahead and roll.
Oh,
3
3.
successes. Okay, good. Yeah, this thing is quite stealthily going. However, simultaneously, someone is driving a car. 2 people, actually, are driving cars. So I'm going to need both Peter and Pex to give me driving checks. Give me...
What do you mean? I mean, we're waiting for these.
Yes,
drone
but you've been
scouts.
driving quite a bit before then.
Sure, that's fair.
Yes. Give me wits drive.
Uh-oh.
Both of you.
3.
3
No
successes
problem.
from Peter, no problem. And what about Pex? 0 successes, right.
Hey, it's not my car, okay?
Yeah, you're not used to this car. This is a stranger's car. Now, it is dark, and I wish I had a good nighttime picture from this hillside. On your drone, you will scout the area and see no movement from anything. Except, no people moving around, no anything. This place seems abandoned. As you look around where you think the signal should be, along the side of some dirt tracks, you will see a little light of a cell phone just laying tossed aside along the tracks in the dirt. You're pretty sure that's one of the standard cell phones you bought for everyone.
Oh.
And as you look around more, cresting over one of the sand dunes in the dark, on your night vision, you will see something moving, and the sound of something letting out a screeching sound of...
Uh-oh.
Shit.
as it is looking from a high spot through the area where it spots your cars. And it starts running in your direction.
And it runs faster than a truck.
Right now, it is quite some distance away, but it is gaining ground, and Marcus is the only one that has seen it yet.
We need to go now.
As this monstrosity
What?
with an owl beak starts running through the hills in your direction.
Drive! Drive! There's a panic in Marco's voice. Like, it's a fucking monster!
Holy shit!
I've on the pedal. Let's fucking go.
Yep. Let's see. It's just
first time
dry.
ever you hear like a genuine panic in Marco's voice.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so I don't know which way to drive because no direction was given. Yeah, as Pex, I will floor it and just keep on going wherever I was headed. Like wherever the face of the car was or front of the car was, we're going that way as fast as we can. It must be the Martians.
I hope it's not the direction where the thing is.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm trying to retrieve the drone at the same time.
I would have fucking U-turned and drove where we came from, but...
Oh, which one? Okay, question. Which one is in front of us? Because if you're going the other way and you're behind me, I'm not following you. If you're in front of me, I will follow you.
I would have been in front of you, I assume.
Okay, so then I will follow you instead. So yeah,
Because
Yeah, it will make sense because it's
U-turn and moving on.
Yeah.
or would it?
Well,
I'm not sure,
Well,
like-
Marcus was the one tracking it. You told Marcus to track
so
it, so
yeah,
Marcus
so
would
Marcus
be the one.
would have been. So you probably would
first
have been in
car, so-
front, yeah.
Peter's the one who was leading the thing. Because Peter's car had the tracker.
Yeah, fuck it. I guess I'm following you then.
Yep. So we're going forwards. Somebody's
God damn.
running.
Towards it.
Let's run it over.
Yeah, I mean, the important part for now is I think you need to decide on whether or not you're driving together or splitting up.
Not splitting up.
Yeah, no, not with this one. Not with this thing that can take shapes.
Well, you don't know what the
Faces.
fuck this thing is.
Yeah, no, this thing
might
is
be-
You
something-
have
Well,
maybe a
may-
few
may-
minute head start due to the drone spotting it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, based on Victor's, well, Victor's like, yeah, we're not splitting up. Like, drive.
Pretty
with
sure
them,
this
with
is the
them.
thing that doesn't give a shit about bullets.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But if this is also the thing, if they are shape-shifting witches, then this is probably also the thing, or at least that guy serves this thing. If they came here, so yeah, we're not splitting up because those guys next time we see them might be this thing.
It could be like a hound dog, not so smart. I'm actually testing it. Like I'm on the back seat of the car. I cannot really focus on the driving, so I'm still like hovering in the air, like somewhere in between the car and the monster. And I am trying to get the monster's attention so that I will be hovering in the other direction than the car and see if it's any way interesting for me instead.
Sweet. You're leaving the car?
The drone.
Oh,
You're-
okay, thank you.
You're leaving the drone behind?
Well, it is behind. The car is most likely faster than the drone, and
Yes.
I'm controlling the drone from the behind the car.
Yes.
And first making to move towards the car, but then while Peter is driving it, I'm thinking that I could test out this more interest about the drone or the car.
You could test that, but let's leave all of that for next time. I will simply make
Yep.
a remark
Alright.
here. Let's say Marcus tests if he can distract it with the drone, if it might be interested in the drone more.
Yeah, if it's because it's possible that it's like a dog, that it's
Maybe.
not smart.
Maybe. Either way, it is nighttime. Well, that's also. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yep.
It is.
We're fucked.
Once again.
It is nighttime, and all thing is running into the desert hills. You have a 5-minute head start. Marcus tests something with a drone. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
two
we're also
cars
driving towards it, so
Drive! North, I believe you said you're driving.
Wherever we were headed.
North. Through the
yep.
hills. Yep. How good are your driving skills? How good are those cars? How fast can they go?
Car is good. Driving skill.
I don't even know what car I'm driving right now, honestly.
Well, that's sort of
What even
important
is
to
skill?
establish. Can it go
Yeah,
at
well,
least
what-
100
It's Toyota
miles an
Corolla.
hour?
Yeah,
Corolla?
definitely. Yeah, Toyota Corolla.
then it
100 miles.
definitely depends on the
Middle of the road.
Can it go
100
100
miles.
100
what
miles per
year's
hour
Corolla?
through this dirt?
We didn't establish the model, or the year.
Well, might be important to establish if we want to make sure what these are. I don't know why this picture has small ones here. That's not. Yeah. Either way.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
there's like 13,000 different Toyota Corollas, and they're
Yeah,
quite
maybe
Well,
the
find
driving
me a
check is
sports
very
hard to
important.
make.
Yeah.
One size fits none.
For me, it looks like there's two texts on top of one another, but that wasn't in Hans'
what?
screen, so I'm wondering.
Oh yeah, one of them seems like they sort of got deleted, but
There we
then
go.
didn't.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Don't worry about
Okay,
that
well,
right now. Either way, if there's anything else that you think should be said right now before we end stream, besides oh fuck,
Oh, fuck.
Victor was the one who found the Strix and all that stuff. He believes it's the Strix. Would it be feasible that he would have bought? Well, you have the ghost hunting kit. Victor would have asked for some of the garlic that's probably in here because one of the texts I read about this on Google said that garlic was used to, the garlic of the garlic might be useful against these, but that's just, I don't know, Google, Wikipedia
that's
shit.
just Google, Wikipedia,
You know,
AI
it's like-
response shit.
Yeah, Wikipedia, so I don't know, rub a few bullets with garlic and put them into the gun and hope that it works.
Yeah, pray. Let's see. You were told.
Rage.
What was the phrase they didn't want to say?
Something.
Sticky something. Sticky
Something, yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Owl monster.
Yeah.
Sticky
Yeah.
notes.
Sticky something owl monster. Huh? Yeah, that gives
Yeah.
me something.
Sticky owl.
And
Sticky
that
owl.
brings Strix.
Style.
Stigula is one of the other names for it, I think.
Well,
or
you
the
might be
plural-
searching in Finnish.
No,
Sticky,
I'm Ostrigs, but yeah, Stuk is how it starts in
Sticky
like this name, but yeah.
something.
Sticky, yeah.
Oh well, don't
Start
worry about it now.
fits,
You can
it's
get
an
killed
owl
by it next
creature.
time.
Yeah, it's an owl creature. It starts with STI. Seems to fit.
Sticky.
Maybe
Sticky
witches.
something.
Shapeshifters.
Stick-o-lowl. What?
Sticky owl.
Well, don't worry about it.
No, that's what
Maybe.
Victor
No, wait,
believes is
actually
it.
worry
Maybe
about
I
it.
have a
Intensely
Toyota
worry
Corolla
about it.
Cross. Apparently there's a Corolla SUV.
Well,
Okay.
you
Just
can
saying.
give me the specifics next time. Anyway, let's finish this up now, and see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.